I'm a 6'3", 185-pound cornerback out of Delaware. I'm mostly known for making big tackles and locking up any receiver I come up against. And I'm just not known for being a big playmaker. Going into my senior season with not one offer, not even having any interest from any school, I tried to bait this quarterback up, end up hitting me for a bomb up the sideline. But I come back later on, late in the fourth quarter, and get a clutch pick 6 for my team. This is my first pick, and not only a pick, but my first pick 6 of my entire high school career. Just after that one pick 6, I got interest from schools that wouldn't even look my way: UMass, Army, and ECU. Just from that one game, I started to see the benefits of this play style. And in the third quarter of the very next game, I come back to get my second pick of the season. And just when I thought I was gonna take it into the crib, the receiver I picked off come back from behind and tackles me and rips the ball loose, and I fumble. But even with me fumbling that ball, we end up becoming a 2-star recruit and getting the most attention we've gotten thus far. I even got my first 3 scholarship offers from FIU, Buffalo, and UMass. And at this point, I was hooked on the attention you get from becoming a big-time playmaker and making plays like I have the last couple of games. And in the first possession in our game against Camden, I bait him up a little bit and I pick off this go route. As I'm going up the sideline, I cut it back field, and it's looking like I'm gonna take this in for a pick 6. But out of nowhere, the receiver from the complete opposite side of the field blindside and tackles me from the side. And we come back a little later on in the first quarter again. We catch our second pick of the day. I balled out, but running back Mike Hickman for Camden, he balled out as well, and we lost that game. My RPCS3 emulator froze, and that game got completely wiped away. So the 2-pick performance that we had is gone. But after I loaded in and played the game again, we only got 1 pick this time, but we did make up for it with a forced fumble and 11 tackles, and that ultimately landed us to be a 3-star recruit. So in just 3 games, I even got 2 more scholarships offers from Nevada and Wake Forest University, and even gained more interest from schools like Louisville, Illinois, and Mississippi State. So far, this new play style has gotten me more attention than I've ever had in just 3 games out of the last 3 years I played in high school. My first couple of games, bro, I ball out, and then I open up the very next game in the first quarter with another pick 6, bro. I'm balling out of control. I'm playing the best football I played of my life. But when there's highs, there's of course gonna be lows. And I think he couldn't even believe this was happening, and he drops a wide open touchdown pass. But a few plays later, I go down with an ankle injury, and I end up sitting out the rest of the game. We end up taking the L. But the only good thing to come out of it is I received a scholarship offer from Louisville and received newfound interest from South Carolina, Tennessee, and Georgia. I didn't get to play much of the first half against Milton, so as soon as I was able to check into the game, I come in and make a huge hit on their running back. But once again, even with little play, I'm still getting a lot of offers from these big Power 5 schools. And I received a scholarship offer from the University of Georgia. And I still have interest from South Carolina and Tennessee, and now the University of Alabama. I had no plans of going to Bama, but it just felt good to be able to have them as an option, so I put them on my list. Coming into our next game against MHS, we're up 14-6, and right before halftime, I give up a huge touchdown to their star receiver. I get back in time to make the tackle. He breaks it and still goes in for 6. With 1 second left in the fourth quarter, quarterback lobs it up and throws a perfect pass, and their receiver drops the ball, and we come out with a 21-17 victory. I ended the game with 6 tackles, 1 for loss, and 1.5 sacks, and I'm officially labeled a 4-star recruit. Then I receive a scholarship offer from one of the first teams to recruit me, Boise State, and we have newfound interest from LSU, Oklahoma, and Arkansas. These last few games haven't been pretty, dealing with a little bit of injury and just going through a lot of adversity, but things still seem to be on the up and up for me. Even though I didn't play my best football, still receive a scholarship offer from Alabama and Oklahoma. And I have newfound interest from LSU, Arkansas, and Florida State. So in our next game against Millsboro, in the beginning of the third quarter, I come in and get my 4th pick of the season. Not only do I get a pick, I get a pick 6. And at this point, I'm determined to make big plays all game, especially with the lack of play the last few games. But when you play a super risky baity play style, some mistakes are going to be made. And I end up getting routed by this receiver. This game is far from over. Millsboro marches their way down the field, walks in for a touchdown to close up the lead and make it 17-21. So I bait up this deep comeback route to perfection, but I missed time and I misjudged the ball. But on the very next play, my teammate comes through and get a clutch pick. After that pick, I thought the game was going to be over and the offense was going to run out the clock and we were going to walk out of here with a dub. But somehow offense turns the ball over and Millsboro end up with the best field position they've had all game. So me being me, I try to make a big play. I bait up this route down here in the red zone, miss time and misjudge the ball again. 7 seconds left. I caught myself trying to bait up this route and I get absolutely routed up by this receiver. Our quarterback had one more play to get it downfield and potentially score the game-winning touchdown, and he just takes a sack in the end zone. And we lose to Millsboro at home 27-24. Once again, I have a pretty big game with 9 tackles, 1 for loss, and a pick 6, but we just fall short of the win. My personal success is at a place I never thought it'd be. I become a 5-star recruit, and after the game, I run into LSU's head coach, and he offers me a scholarship. I have newfound interest from Florida, USC, and Texas, another 3 of the top 25 teams in the nation. Only a few more games until we head into the playoffs, and I'm determined to not only become the best cornerback in the nation, but secure my spot as a top player in the nation. And I find out I'm ranked number 106 out of the top 150 recruits in the nation. I'm on fire. I open up the next game and I end up getting this pick snatched away from me by this receiver. But now that I knew that this quarterback was going to test me, later on in the second quarter at the end of the half, this quarterback decided to throw a jump ball at me and my safety, and I end up snagging it out of the air. I cut up the field going towards the sideline and make it a big return, but I get pushed out by one of the linemen before I could take it to the crib. I do my best to bet this little out route. I didn't get back in time for the pick, but I do get back to make the big tackle on third down. Then later on in the fourth quarter, they try me with a go route. Quarterback throws a bomb. I step in front of the receiver and catch my second pick of the game. He tried my free safety the very next possession and throws another pick. At this point, the game is over. We're at 14-0 at the end of the game, and his quarterback is just feeling himself. He throws a deep ball to his receiver in the end zone. He makes a crazy diving catch for the touchdown. But we end up winning this game on the road 14-7 at Newcastle, and I probably have my best game I've had this season. 7 tackles, 1 for loss with 2 picks. Later that night when I got home, I got a call from the University of Florida's head coach, and that interest that they showed me at the end of my last game turned into a scholarship offer. And I have newfound interest from Wisconsin, West Virginia, and Washington. Now, even though the team is playing well, I'm having a lot of success, and I'm making big plays on the field, I have no idea what school I should go to. And after that game, I find out that ESPN has me ranked number 57 out of the top recruits in the nation. After winning our last regular season game, we're heading into the playoffs. First possession of the game, my teammate dropped a pick that would have completely shifted the momentum. I caught myself baiting up this route, and this receiver makes the best catch through contact I've ever seen in my life. They were already up 7, but Harrington comes down again and strikes for another touchdown, and we go down 14-0 in the second quarter. And right before the half, offense turns the ball over, gives Harrington the best field position possible, and they walk in for their 3rd touchdown in the first half. Going into the second half, we score off the kick return, and then offense goes down and scores another touchdown to make it a 21-14 game. After offense start making plays, my teammate end up getting a pick on the other side of the field, putting the ball back into our offense's hands. At this point, I'm hyped, so I do what I do best. I bait up this deep comeback route. I stick my foot in the ground, I get downhill, and I make this pick, and I almost take it to the crib. But even after a huge momentum shift, Harrington is not going down easy. They come down to score another touchdown to close in on our 10-point lead. Offense got the ball back and tried to run out some clock, but they left just enough time for Harrington to pull off a big play, and that's exactly what they tried to do. They throw a deep bomb on the right side of the field, and it's picked off by my teammate. Offense runs the clock out, and we win our first playoff game in school history. I even got play of the game with my huge momentum shifting pick, but I honestly think it should have went to my teammate because he got the pick that sealed up the game. I still in the game with 4 tackles and a very important pick. After that game, I checked my voicemail on my phone, and I received a scholarship offer from Virginia Tech. And West Virginia and Washington are still recruiting me heavy, and I gained new interest from the University of Utah. After winning our first playoff game ever, I know me and my team are far away from our end goal, and that's to become state champions. Now, even though we play a tough game against Harrington, it wouldn't prepare us for the team that we got to play next. This second round of the playoffs is easily our biggest test that we've faced the entire year. To kick off the second round of the playoffs, I hunt this quarterback down from the other side of the field and I make a big tackle. I bait up this route, I get back down and make this pick, and I return it back to the crib for my 3rd pick 6 of the season, giving us an early 7-0 lead. And then the very next possession, this quarterback just went all out, throws a deep bomb, and I almost catch my 2nd pick of the game off a tip ball. But Wilmington marches down the field a little later that drive, and they score their first touchdown of the game. But one thing about my defense, we're always going to respond with a big play, and my teammate gets an easy pick in the flats and take it in for 6. And with all this momentum, my boy Jack gets a tackle for a safety and puts us up 23-10. Being up 30-10 early in the fourth quarter gave us a lot of confidence, and just when we started to sleep, they make a huge play. Wilmington answers back, and their receiver makes a great catch, displays great concentration, and takes this in for 6, making the score 30-17. Late in the fourth quarter, just when I thought I baited up and got another pick, my middle linebacker snatches this ball out the air and closes this game out completely. And in the second round of the playoffs, we secure a 30-17 win on the road against Wilmington. And of course, my pick 6 that kind of kicked it all off and gave us our first points as the player of the game. I played a pretty solid game with 8 tackles, 1 for loss, and a pick 6. After the game, I received a scholarship from Washington, and I gained more interest from some of the top Power 5 schools in the nation, USC, Texas, and Michigan. Just 2 more games until we reach our ultimate goal of becoming state champions. But now it's time to lock in on round 3 of the playoffs. 1 win away from the Delaware State Championship game. I opened up the first quarter with a big hit on this receiver coming across the field, and I really wanted to make a big play early in this game, but trying to bait the quarterback into throwing me a pick, I end up giving up a huge play on this go route. Down here in the red zone, I get a huge hit on the running back coming across the middle of the field. But on 3rd and 15, I take a bad angle in my zone, and I give up the first touchdown of the game. After giving up a touchdown, I come full steam downhill, and I get a big hit on this quarterback that caused a fumble. Somehow we didn't recover the fumble, but going towards the end of the 3rd quarter, RV's running back walks into the end zone, and they take a 16-0 lead. And then somehow the offense turns the ball over, and RV's fullback walks into the end zone, and they take a 23-0 lead early in the fourth quarter, and we take a heartbreaking loss on the road against Rodney Village 24-0. I didn't play my greatest game, but I gave it all I had. I left this game with 16 tackles and 1 forced fumble. But on the plus side, after the game, Michigan's head coach offers me a scholarship. USC and Texas were still recruiting me pretty heavy through this week, but I get newfound interest from the Oregon Ducks. Even though defensively as a team, we didn't play our best football, the offense got completely shut out today. But overall, I had a pretty solid senior year. Throughout the entire season, I stepped up and made big plays when it mattered most. But now that that's all said and done, I gotta make the biggest decision of my life. I have to choose a school to commit to so I can become the most dominant cornerback in college football history. I'm faced with the biggest decision I'll ever make in my life, and that's picking a school to go to start my college football career. I have over 16 scholarship offers, mostly from big-time Division I Power 5 schools. Like, where do I go? Oklahoma, Michigan, LSU, Florida, Bama, Virginia Tech, Georgia, so many options. Do I walk on to a school like USC, Texas, Oregon, Notre Dame, Auburn, TCU, Oklahoma State? So many options, so many places to go, so many different environments. But one thing I knew, I didn't want to go to a big-time Power 5 school because I didn't want to just be an added addition. I wanted to be a game changer, a program changer. But I want to be that for a team that really, truly needs my talents. But with all that being said, I'm going to walk on to the University of Ohio. Go Bobcats. When I let the head coach know I was interested in signing with their school, he delivered on a lot of promises he made, giving me my jersey number of choice and making me the #1 corner on the depth chart as a true freshman. But I think I came in just a little too confident, because coming into my first practice, I made a few plays, I made some tackles. But one thing I just wasn't used to was not being tried, not having the ball being thrown my way. And it seemed like the entire practice, that's what was happening. I really didn't make the impact that the coaches thought I should. So after just my first practice, coach demotes me to the #2 corner on the depth chart. I understood why, but going into our first game against Penn State, I was determined to make sure coach knew that was a big mistake. Early in the first quarter, I get my first collegiate stat with a tackle on his running back. The rest of the first quarter was pretty uneventful, but to kick off the second quarter, I did what I do best. I bait up this route, get this quarterback to throw this long ball to the sideline, and I get my first collegiate pick. Quarterback thought he had a good angle on me, but I think everyone in that stadium knew he wasn't catching me. I get my first pick, and I take it back for a pick 6, and I break the NCAA record for the longest interception return for a touchdown in history. I get a big hit on the running back down here, but on the very next play, they did exactly what I thought they were going to do. They throw the ball to the opposite side of the field, and they get a huge gain on this pass play. But I knew I just had to step up and make plays where I could. I step in and get this tackle to stop the running back for walking in for a touchdown. After that, coach pulls me out, and Penn State walks in and scores. But early in the third quarter, Penn State's quarterback throws a quick strike for a touchdown, and they go up 14-7. And even though I baited this route up pretty good, this Penn State quarterback does everything he can to avoid me, finds this receiver in the middle of the field for a huge play. And towards the end of the third quarter, I go in to make a tackle, and I get tripped up by one of my teammates, and I go down with an ankle injury. But I check back in the game at the start of the fourth quarter, and I immediately make another play by getting a tackle on this running back. But throughout the fourth quarter, offense didn't have any momentum, and Penn State just runs out the clock. And we lose our first game on the road against Penn State 24-14. I end this game with 7 tackles and a pick 6. Before our game against New Mexico State, coach tells me I can challenge for the #1 corner spot again. Going into this practice, they didn't throw the ball my way at all. They ran the ball just about every play. So I make a few tackles, but in the end, it just wasn't enough for me to be #1 corner again. But to kick off our first home game against New Mexico State, my teammate drops an easy pick that could have been a pick 6. But on the very next play, they throw a touchdown going to that same side of the field, taking an early 7-0 lead. Then early in the second quarter, my teammate baits up this quarterback, catches a pick, and takes it back for 6. And then later on in the second quarter, right before the half, he throws another pick to a different teammate, and he takes it back for 6. And on the very next possession, he throws a 50-50 ball. My teammate catch another pick. Then late in the third quarter, he throws his 4th pick of the game. And then right before the fourth quarter, when I thought I was going to get my chance to catch a pick, I bait this route up just a little too much, and then this quarterback chooses to throw the perfect ball. But I come down and I make the tackle. Then early in the fourth quarter, their quarterback throws a dot, and New Mexico State receiver takes it in for a touchdown. And I come in and get a big tackle and stop the running back from getting his first down. Then I call myself baiting this slant route. My safety is just sitting there when he's really supposed to be stepping up to make this play. I break out of my zone, but I'm too late and they score another touchdown. We win our first home game. We beat New Mexico State 34-24. I lead this game with only 3 tackles because this quarterback did everything in his power to avoid throwing the ball to my side of the field. He threw 4 interceptions before he even tried me once. But at the end of the day, I'm a team player, and I'm just happy we got the win. After our win over New Mexico State, next week we play Marshall on the road, and I refuse to not be the #1 corner this week. And I already know they finna run the ball like crazy, so I shoot straight into the backfield and I get a tackle on the running back from behind. And then I shoot straight off the line and I get back here and get a tackle for loss. And then surprisingly, they come to my side of the field again and I get another tackle for loss. And this tackle right here pretty much secured my spot as the #1 corner again. I had to make sure I really cement myself to be the #1 corner and let everybody on this team know. So after playing my zone and the quarterback hits this check down, I come full speed downhill and I hit this running back as hard as I can. I cause a forced fumble. My boy Cinco scoops up the ball and takes it all the way back to the crib. After practice, coach officially announces that I'm the #1 corner again. Late in the first quarter on the road against Marshall, on first down I get a big hit on their running back. I hit him so hard he didn't even get up and he was out for a couple of plays. A few plays later, their quarterback decides to take off and scramble and I get a big hit to cause the 4th down. And then late in the second quarter, right before the half, Marshall's quarterback runs in for their first touchdown of the game. And on the last play of the first half, I get a big hit on their running back. And then early in the third quarter, I got an opportunity to meet this running back head to head in the hole, and I completely whiff this tackle. And he takes this long run all the way back to the crib, and Marshall takes a 17-7 lead. And a little later in the third quarter, my teammates struggled to bring this quarterback down, and I finished the play by making this tackle. Offense went down to score a touchdown, made this game 17-14. Then the first play of the fourth quarter, my teammates give up a bomb, and just like that, Marshall is back in the red zone trying to score another touchdown. On the very next play, Marshall's quarterback throws a dot in the back of the end zone to his receiver, and they take a 23-14 lead. We ended up taking the L 23-14. I got little to no action in the passing game because it was raining, and overall, why would you throw at the best player on the field? At this point, I'm starting to get annoyed with the lack of opportunity due to the fact that I'm just so talented. Why would you throw the ball my way when you can throw it at my teammates and be at less risk of throwing a pick? I completely erased their team's #1 receiver out the game, and they was able to do everything else to win this game. To kick off our game against FCS East, I come down and I make this tackle on their running back. A few plays later, this quarterback low-key faked me out, but I recover and I get the tackle right after he gets the first down. But later in the first quarter, they march their way into the red zone, and I make this great touchdown-saving open field tackle. But after going a couple games with no pick, I tried to bait up this out route. Quarterback throws a dot. The receiver drops the ball, and I almost catch this pick. Then later in the second quarter, I fight through this block, and I make a good tackle on the running back. Halfway through the third quarter, at this point, I'm starving for a pick. So I bait up this route, but I don't get back in time to catch the pick, but I do make the tackle before the receiver can get the first down. I had nobody in my zone, so I come down the middle of the field and I make a tackle on this receiver. We're up 21-3 right before the fourth quarter. FCS East is right back in the red zone, and we give up our first touchdown of the day. And then early in the fourth quarter, being up 28-10, quarterback throws a pick to my teammate. At this point, I'm just glad somebody getting one. A little later in the fourth quarter, I come all the way across the field to make a big hit on this quarterback. Coach pulls the starters. We get a 42-10 win at home against FCS East. I think it's pretty obvious that I just don't belong here. The lack of competition, the lack of skill on both sides of the ball when we play against decent talent like Penn State and Marshall. 2 losses that could have easily been avoided if the offense just stepped up and my other teammates played up to par. I definitely do appreciate my time here, but I think the best thing for me in the rest of my college career is to forfeit my freshman season and enter the transfer portal and go to a school where I can help build a program but also compete against the best. But with all this time I have left before I enter my next chapter, I'm about to put in this work, get a lot bigger, stronger, and faster, and take over college football and compete at the highest level. Only 4 games into my career at Ohio University, and I gotta get up out of here, bro. The lack of opportunity, the lack of talent around me, I have to go somewhere where I can compete with the best against the best. Where should I go to kick off my sophomore season and hopefully finish off my college career? And remember, I need to go somewhere where I can compete against a lot of talent, and I need to play around a lot of talent, but at the same time, I still want to build a program up. I still want to be a key piece to the success of a team. So it can't be somewhere that's just, too crazy, too good, but it has to be somewhere where I can compete, where my teammates are complimenting me, and as a team, we're thriving. If you're new to the KJ series, make sure you check the videos on screen and go watch episode 1 and 2. That way you fully caught up on the series. After just 4 games at the University of Ohio, I decided to transfer to the University of Oregon. I'm officially a Duck, and I'm the #1 corner on the depth chart. One thing for sure, me on this roster, we finna take over the Pac-12. And to kick off my career as a Duck, the first play of the season, I get a big hit on this running back in the backfield. A few plays later, he thought he was finna turn up field and go for a big gain. I'm coming full speed downhill, and I lay him out. And then late in the second quarter, I get back to my true form. I get my first pick as a Duck. I toe tap it. I completely head top this receiver. I went crazy. At the end of the second quarter, right before the half, my teammates get a forced fumble. They scoop it up and give offense some more good field position. With a 28-0 lead midway through the third quarter, I come out of nowhere and I lay this running back out. Not gonna lie, all these big hits kind of got me gassed. I came full speed thinking I'm finna slap this receiver, and he runs through me like it's nothing. Going into the fourth quarter with a 35-0 lead, we add insult to injury and my teammate get a pick. At this point, I'm just having fun. I'm trying to bait these routes up and get some more picks. I get to this ball a little late, but I do secure the tackle. We end up demolishing FCS Southeast like we're supposed to, and I end this game with 4 tackles and a pick. To open up our game against UVA, I meet this running back in the hole and I light him up. I tried to bait up this route a little bit. The QB had perfect ball placement, but I get back and make the tackle. Then later in the second quarter, bro, I light this running back up again. He just couldn't escape me. A few plays later, I catch this running back running from 3 of my teammates, and I come through and light him up again. But right before the fourth quarter, UVA scores a touchdown, and they tie the game up 17-17. Then early in the fourth, I play a little too far off my zone, but I get back and I light this receiver up. Then halfway through the third, I shed this block. I catch this receiver running a jet sweep, and I make a good tackle. The last minute of the fourth quarter, I catch their quarterback trying to secure this first down. I come from my side of the field and I light them up. Offense got the ball back. They ran out the clock, and we ended up securing the dub 24-17. They didn't try me too much in the passing game, but I did lead the game with 9 big tackles. To kick off our game against Tennessee, I come across the field and make a tackle on a running back. Then halfway through the first quarter, I absolutely punished this quarterback. Then early in the second quarter, this running back was on his way to the end zone, but I came from behind and secured the tackle. Then later on in that drive, I get shot out of a cannon and I light this running back up on this touchdown saving tackle. My teammate hyped me up crazy. Then on the very next play, I get my second pick as an Oregon Duck, another toe tapping catch. Then late in the second quarter, my teammates were struggling to get this receiver down, so I come through and I make the tackle. Then I call myself baiting up this route. It really wasn't my zone, but it was still my responsibility. They make a big game, but I do get back down to make the tackle. Then late in the third quarter, I bait this route up to perfection. I get back and I drop what would have been my second pick of the game. Then early in the fourth quarter, I bait this quarterback into throwing this route, and I dive and try to catch a one-handed pick. This would have easily been the best play of my career. But later on that drive, Tennessee's running back walks in for a touchdown and makes the score 17-10. But our offense turned the ball over. They try to throw it over the top in double coverage. My teammate gets the game-saving pick. We get the win at home 17-10, and we remain undefeated. I had a pretty good game here at home with 8 tackles, 1 for loss, and a pick. Late in the first quarter, I secured this huge tackle for loss, and me and my teammates were getting in the groove early. Then on the very next play, my teammate gets a pick and gives our offense perfect field position to go in and score. Offense went and got a field goal, but starting out the second quarter, I come down trying to bait this route. Quarterback throws a dot, I get back down and I make the tackle. Up 17-0 midway through the second quarter. I tried my best to bait this route up, but this receiver actually had more speed than I thought. But I do get back to keep him from going to the crib. But Cal ended up marching down the field and they walk in for the first touchdown of the game. Early in the third, I'm playing off my zone. I try to bait up this route. The receiver made the catch, but I come down and I make a good tackle. A few plays later, I'm trying to bait up my zone for a pick, but I don't get down fast enough and I just secure a tackle. After that, it was a pretty uneventful game. We get a 38-7 win at home against Cal, and we remain undefeated. And I finished out the game with 6 tackles and 1 for loss. Earlier in our game on the road against Colorado, I come from my side of the field and I get this tackle on the running back. But they did end up marching all the way down into the red zone and they end up securing their first touchdown of the game. Then midway through the second quarter, this receiver runs the worst route in human history and I get my 3rd pick of the season. Then later in the second quarter, I bait this comeback route up to perfection. I get back, but I misjudged the ball and I only end up coming out with a tackle. Then late in the third quarter, I got a clean hit on this running back and he treat me like a rag doll and just toss me out the way like it's nothing. Up 28-7 halfway through the fourth quarter, I come down and get this touchdown saving tackle on the running back. Then on the next play, Colorado's quarterback throws a dot in the end zone and they make it a 28-14 game. But Bo Nix and our offense got the ball back and they ran the clock out and we get a 28-14 win over here on the road in Colorado. I didn't get too much action this game, but I made some very important key plays and I leave Colorado with 3 tackles and my 3rd pick on the season. If you're new to the channel and you missed any of the previous episodes, click the playlist on screen right here. Catch up on the past episodes. You don't want to miss it. The first quarter of our game on the road against Washington, I get beat deep by this speedy receiver. I didn't think he was this fast. He makes a huge game, put his team in the red zone, but I got back and made a tackle. And right before the second quarter, I came across the field in this read option and I laid this running back out. And right here on third down, I almost get this pick, but I get back and I make a good tackle to keep them from getting the first down. Then towards the end of the second quarter, I do sniff out the screen a little late. I get back and I absolutely rock this running back. Then at the end of the second quarter, I get beat deep again trying to bait these routes. So we had a huge lead, so I had to at least try to get me something going. Then right here at the beginning of the third quarter, I come back down and I make a hit on this huge tight end. And then right here in a clutch third down situation, this receiver drops an easy ball. He heard me coming downhill and he just dropped the ball. And later in that drive, drive on 3rd and 13, this had to be the flukiest touchdown I've ever seen in my life. The receiver got tackled, he laid on top of my teammate, and Washington makes this a 21-28 game. Even though I got beat in coverage a few times this game, I do make up for it and I get this clutch pick in the end zone, my 4th pick on the season. Then right here on 2nd down, I leave from my zone, I come down and help my teammates because this quarterback was running through everybody. And then right here before the 4th quarter, I come through and I meet this running back in the hole and I completely flatline him with his hit. Early in the 4th quarter, I tried to bait up this little route coming across the middle of the field, but the quarterback throws a perfect ball, but I do get back and I make a good tackle on the receiver. Then in a clutch 3rd down situation, me and my teammates, we get down and we stop this receiver from getting the 1st down. Right here in a 2nd and goal situation, I come from the back of the end zone and I absolutely decimate this receiver. 3rd and goal, me and my boy 7 come off the edge and we catch this running back right before he slips into the end zone. 1st and 10 early in the 4th quarter, this running back broke a tackle in the backfield. I come from my side of the field, I lay him out to keep him from scoring a touchdown. Then late in the 4th quarter in a clutch 3rd and 2 situation, my teammates get the stop on this running back to force the 3 and out. Then in a clutch 4th and 5 situation, my teammates get in the backfield and they get a great sack on this quarterback. Washington is marching down the field late in the 4th quarter. 1st and 10 situation on the screenplay. I'm playing off my zone, but then my teammate gets a huge hit, causes the forced fumble. I try to get a scoop and score, but my teammate ended up recovering the ball, but we do cause the turnover. And then with less than a minute left in the 4th quarter, only down 7, Washington is trying to march their way down the field again, and his quarterback throws a dot to his receiver and he steps out of bounds to stop the clock. And when you need a big play, you need somebody to come through and make it happen, you call on one. I turn my back to bait this quarterback into throwing this ball. I get a diving one-handed game-winning interception to close out this game. And I end up getting player of the game with this crazy diving one-handed pick. I even got awarded player of the game with 8 tackles, 1 for loss, and 2 picks. And we get a 28-21 win over our rival Washington. And I lead this game with 8 tackles, 1 for loss, and 2 picks. They kick off our game against Washington State. I get beat deep on the worst route I've ever seen. I almost got back and got the pick, but the receiver made a nice toe tapping catch. 3rd and goal down here in the red zone, we get a huge stop on the running back, forcing the 4th down. But the very next play on 4th and goal, Washington State's quarterback runs in and scores the first touchdown of the game. And right here on 3rd and 11, I come down and I make a good tackle and keep this receiver from getting the 1st down. I overrun this pick. Teammate gets the tackle, causes the forced fumble. I over dive the ball. My other teammate comes over, scoops the ball, and runs it in for a touchdown. Then early in the 2nd quarter on 1st down, I bait up this route. I get back and get my 5th pick of the season and my first pick 6 of the season. Up 28-7 midway through the 2nd quarter. On 3rd and 20, my boy Noah Sewell come across and he gets this clean pick and gives offense great field position. And in 3rd and 1 on the next drive, my teammate gets another pick on the opposite side of the field and gives our offense another chance to go in and score. And towards the end of the 2nd quarter, up 42-7, Washington State marches down the field and their quarterback throws a dot and they score their 2nd touchdown of the game. And then early in the 3rd quarter, 3rd and 1 situation, I try to bait up this route. This receiver secures the 1st down, but I get back and I make a pretty good tackle. Then a few plays later, I get beat deep again by this receiver, but I get back and I make a good tackle and keep this play from going into the end zone. Then on 2nd and 10, I get absolutely routed by this receiver and he secures the 1st down. Then in a 1st and goal situation, this quarterback finesse his way into the end zone and they score touchdown number 3 of the game. And then 1st and 10 on the next possession, my teammate number 15 gets his 2nd pick of the game. And then right here, late in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10, I get back after baiting this route and I drop what would have been my 2nd one-handed pick. Early in the 4th quarter with a 68-24 lead, my boy 15 comes and get his 3rd pick of the game. Then in a 1st and goal situation, Washington State's quarterback has all day to get rid of this ball. He dots his receiver in the back of the end zone. We get a 75-31 win here at home against Washington State and we remain undefeated. I ended this game with 5 tackles in my first pick 6 of my college career. To kick off our home game against UCLA, their quarterback opens up and throws a dot in the end zone and they score the 1st touchdown of the game. Early in the 2nd quarter, I come down from my zone and I get a big nasty hit on this quarterback. Then right here in this 3rd and 7 situation, my teammates get a nice sack to force the 4th down. And then towards the end of the 2nd quarter, this quarterback thought about trying me, but he ended up just lobbing it out of bounds. I think he knew what was best for him. Early in the 3rd, UCLA's running back lowers his shoulder and rolls into the end zone. And then right here on 3rd and 7, this receiver tried to make the most acrobatic catch in football history. And I almost end up getting this pick as well, but it just turns into an incompletion. And then right here on 4th and 1, they decided to try me after I slightly baited this route up, but as soon as this receiver got his hands on the ball, I tackle him out of the air and it turns into an incompletion. And then right here on 1st and 10, I teach this quarterback a lesson and I lower my shoulder straight into his chest and I lay him out. And then right here on 3rd and 9, this quarterback puts the ball exactly where it needs to be out of my reach and they get a huge gain. And then right here on 1st and goal, this receiver runs a route to the back of the end zone. I should have been there, but they end up getting this touchdown, taking a 24-10 lead. Then early in the 4th quarter, 1st and 10, 10, I meet this running back in the hole, and I drop my shoulder and I lay him out. Then here in a 3rd and 8 situation, my defensive front gets in the backfield, and they get the sack, making it 4th and 14. And then right here in 3rd and 2, my teammate takes down a running back, and we force another 4th down situation. And then here on 2nd and 12, I shed this block, and I get back, and I make a good tackle on this running back. Then on 3rd and 10, my boy 7 was all over this route. He gets down and immediately gets the tackle. But offense decided to show up a little too late this game. We lose our first game of the season, 24-17 here at home against UCLA. I didn't really make any big plays, and I only lead this game with 7 tackles. On the road against Stanford, this running back bust out a crazy run, and honestly, if I didn't make contact with him, he probably would have took this to the crib. But they decided to go for it on 4th and 20, and we ended up getting a crazy sack, giving our offense pretty good field position. But right here on 1st and 10, I tried to bait up this route. Quarterback throws the ball at the perfect time and puts it in the perfect spot. Then right here on 2nd and 8, I take a weird little angle towards the running back, but I come through and I get a good tackle. And right here on 3rd and 8, the quarterback decided to take off. He get a huge gain, but I come from my side of the field and I get a pretty good tackle on him. And then here on 1st and 10, I get absolutely routed up by this receiver, and he goes in to score their first touchdown of the game. And then here on 3rd and 10, I get absolutely disrespected by this running back, but my teammates stop him just short of the first down. And then here on 3rd and 2, my teammates get in the backfield and they make a good stop on this quarterback, forcing a 4th down situation. And here on 3rd down, my teammate gets in the backfield and makes a great tackle. And then here on a clutch 3rd and 1 situation, I give up another big pass play, and Stanford is back in the red zone. And then on 2nd and 8, my teammate slows up this running back, and I come across the field and I make a pretty good tackle for a loss. And then here on 3rd and 11, I come from my zone and I absolutely rock this receiver. And then here on 1st and goal, 48 seconds left in the game, Stanford hands it off to their fullback and they tie the game up 17-17. And then here on the last play of regulation, this quarterback heaves this ball downfield. He gets tipped like 2 or 3 times, but it ends up being an incompletion, and we go into overtime against Stanford. And then here on 2nd and 13, if my teammate wasn't here to back me up, this would have probably ended bad, but I get completely mushed in the face. But like I always say, when you need a big play, you call on one. And on 4th and goal, this quarterback tries to throw a dot to the back of the end zone, but I get back and I make another toe-tapping pick to win the game. After my clutch pick in the end zone, we get a 24-17 win over Stanford on the road, and we improve our record to 8-1. I end up leaving this game with 6 tackles and a very clutch pick. At home against Utah, they kick off the game with a pretty big run from their running back. I come from my side of the field and I make a pretty big tackle to stop this already big run. And then right here on this quick little screen play, I wasn't pressing, so I couldn't get here for the pick, but I rushed down and I stopped the play before it turned into anything big. And then right here on 1st down, I come from my side of the field. I meet this running back in the middle and I get a pretty good tackle. And then on 2nd and 5, I come across the field and I cause a forced fumble, but the ball rolls out of bounds. And then here on 1st and 10, I teach this quarterback a lesson. He keeps the ball on the read option. I come downhill and I lay him out. And then here on 2nd and 2, I had an easy pick, but the receiver makes the smart decision and runs back to the ball, and I get down and I just get the tackle. And then right here on 3rd and 9, I call myself getting down to make this pick, but this receiver runs straight into my zone, and the quarterback dots him up and he turns this into a huge play. And then right here on 2nd and 3, I meet this running back in the hole. I get a pretty good tackle, but he falls forward for the first down. And right here on 2nd and 10, I get back down and I make a pretty good tackle on this running back before he turned this into a big play. And then here on 3rd and 10, I try to bait this route up. This quarterback throws a perfect ball, and somehow this receiver get 1 foot in. And then here on 1st and 10, Utah's quarterback throws a pick to the other side of the field, and with a 23-0 lead with less than 2 minutes left, this game is pretty much over. And we get a win here at home against Utah, 23-0, and we improve our record to 9-1. It was a pretty uneventful game for me, but I leave out of here today with 7 tackles and a forced fumble. On the road against Arizona, I'm already looking to bait up this route, and that's exactly what I do. My teammate comes over and he snatches the pick away. He runs out of bounds, but he gives offense the perfect field position to go down and score. We starting off this game hot already. And then here on 2nd and 2, I come off the block and I steal my teammate's tackle, but they still do secure the first down. And here on 1st and 10, bro, I try to bait up this route, and I baited it up a little too much, and this quarterback puts it right over my head, and Arizona takes a 7-0 lead early in the first quarter. But here on 3rd and 6, towards the end of the first quarter, I continue to try to bait up this quarterback, and I get back at the perfect time, and I get my first pick of the game with this beautiful over-the-shoulder catch. Me and my teammates were hyped, man. We starting off this game crazy. And then a few possessions later, on 2nd and 10, I sit down on this comeback route. I bait it up to perfection. I get back and I get my second pick of the game, my second pick in the first quarter, and I try to run this in for 6, but I'm so gassed I can't even sprint to the end zone, and I end up getting tackled, but we set the offense up in the red zone for an easy score. Here on 3rd and 1, I see the running back take the handoff. I come flying down here. I drop my shoulder and I lay him out, and I stand over him like it's nothing. I'm feeling good after that big hit. And then here on 1st and 10, up 28-7 early in the second quarter, my teammate slips up in coverage, but I get back and I secure the tackle for him. And then here on 1st and 10, after breaking my teammate's tackle, I come flying down the sideline. I drop my shoulder and I put this receiver on his back. And then here on 1st and goal early in the second quarter, the same receiver gets another reception, and I come across and I secure another good tackle. But down here in 3rd and goal, Arizona's running back walks in for their second touchdown of the game, making the score 28-14. And then here here on the back end of the second quarter, I don't know what kind of miscommunication was going on back here, but my boy 7 gives up another touchdown right before the half, making this a 21-28 game. And then early in the third quarter on 1st and 10, I try my best to bait this route, but the quarterback just put this ball in the perfect position, and this receiver catches this ball for a first down. And then here on 3rd and 8, I get a pretty decent hit on this receiver, but he does a good job spinning off my body. He rolls forward for the first down. And then here on 3rd and goal, I sniff out the screen early. I get back down, and my teammate make a pretty good hit to shut this down and make it 4th and goal. And then here on 3rd and 5, I'm trailing this receiver across the field, leaving my zone, but I get over here just a little too late, and they secure another first down. But here on 2nd and 10, early in the 4th quarter, with a 38-31 game, I bait this route up to the sideline to perfection, and I get a beautiful toe tapping catch. At this point, they might as well call me Tony Toe Tap. Almost all of my picks have been toe tap. I had the entire team hyped, and on 1st and 10, this quarterback sneaks out of the backfield, and he takes this for a huge gain, but I end up making a tackle from behind. And on 2nd down, I come from my side of the field, and me and my teammates make sure we don't let this running back secure this first down, and we get a pretty good tackle. And then here on 1st and 10, late in the 4th quarter, 38-31, this huge tight end makes a great catch through contact, but I end up securing the tackle before he can take it for a big play. But on 2nd and 1, with under 2 minutes to go in the game, this quarterback throws a pretty decent ball into traffic. But with my speed, my hands, and my eyes, I get over and I make this incredible pick to seal up the game, and I set a new school record for interceptions in the game. And we get a win here on the road in Arizona, 38-31, and I have the best game of my entire career with 11 tackles and 4 interceptions. Final game of the season against our rival Oregon State. We're both 10-1, and we start the game off by getting a stop on 3rd down, forcing a 3 and out. 2nd and 4, I come from my side of the field. I get a good tackle on this running back, but he still secured the first down. 2nd and 2, this receiver gets a good block on me, but I break off just in time to stop this play from already being bigger than what it is, and I get a tackle on this receiver. 2nd and goal, this running back tried to cut it back and get into the end zone, but I get over here and I make a good tackle to save this touchdown. A very important 3rd and goal situation. Our defense applies enough pressure to get this quarterback to throw it in the back of the end zone and force the 3 and out. 1st and 10, this running back comes out of the backfield. I'm running full speed, and by the time I get to the running back, I'm already gassed, and he stiff arms me into the dirt. Another first down situation. I come from my side of the field. This running back makes a big play, but I come over and get the tackle and I shut it down. Key 3rd and 4th situation. I thought this ball was coming my way, but the quarterback knew better and he threw it into double coverage on the other side of the field, and we force another 3 and out. And then here on 3rd and 4, I baited this route up, and this receiver cuts it backfield full speed, and this quarterback throws up a prayer. He makes the catch. I get back and make a tackle, but after he makes a huge play. 3rd and 14, this quarterback hit the receiver on the wide side of the field, but my guys were all over it, and we forced the 3 and out, only allowing them to get a 2-yard gain. And then here on 3rd down, I try to bait it up a little bit, and this quarterback actually throws this in the double coverage. The receiver almost made the catch, and then I almost catch this pick off a tip. With a 14-6 lead here on 2nd down, this running back took it for a nice gain. He seen me, he froze up. I make an incredible hit. And then here on 1st down, I tried my best to bait up this route in the flats. Just when I thought he was going to throw it, another receiver came from the other side of the field. He makes the reception, but I end up getting a tackle on him. And then here in the 2nd and goal situation, obviously this quarterback doesn't watch film. I bait this route up to perfection. I get over and I make another beautiful toe tapping pick. We get a stop in the red zone right before the half. And then here on 3rd and 4, after getting the pick before halftime, I got a little greedy baiting up this route. I don't get back in time, and this receiver makes a big 14-yard reception. Later in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10, I get routed by the exact same receiver. He makes another big 15-yard catch. And then here on 3rd and 11, the same receiver goes to the other side of the field and makes another big 59-yard reception. And this puts Oregon State right back in the red zone. And then 3rd and goal, Oregon State's quarterback throws a dot in the end zone, and they make this a 12-14 game. After the touchdown, they went for the 2-point conversion. My guys up front, they get in the backfield and they cause a forced fumble, and we keep it a 14-12 game. At the end of the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 11, I fall asleep in coverage, and this quarterback puts it right over my head. Oregon State goes in for another touchdown. Then early in the 4th quarter, 1st and 10, I get back and make a pretty good tackle on this receiver before this play turns into anything big. And then here in a clutch 3rd and 7 situation, my teammate stops this play before this receiver can turn it upfield and get the first down. 25 seconds left in the 4th quarter, a tied 21-21 game. I decided to put the team on my back and come through in the clutch. I bait up this comeback route and I get a pick 6 to take the lead with 23 seconds left in the game. With 6 seconds left, Oregon State runs a quick little out route, but I get back and I make the tackle before he can turn it upfield for the first down. 1 second left, the final play of the game, up 7 points. They run a Hail Mary to my side of the field, and I get my 3rd pick of the game, and I completely shut this game down. Our final regular season game of the season had the entire stadium rocking. My teammates happy, the fans happy. They even awarded me player of the game. I left this game with 10 tackles and 3 very important clutch picks that got us this win. I was even awarded player of the week out of every defensive player in the country. Pac-12 Conference Championship against USC. We're both 11-1, and to start off this drive, 3rd and 17, my boy 7 thought he had this this pick, Caleb Williams threw a bomb down the sideline and put it in the perfect spot. Receiver caught the ball and tight-roped it all the way into the end zone, and they take an early 7-0 lead. But I didn't like that at all, so I answered right back on the very next possession with a pick. I got tackled immediately. This will make my 15th pick of the season, and I break the NCAA record for most picks in a single season. Here on 1st and 10, this running back catches the ball in the flats. I come down and try to make the tackle, but all I could do was stand him up and get him out of bounds. A very key 3rd and 12 situation. I get caught up on the block, but my teammates stop the play before they can secure the first down. But USC goes for it on 4th and 2. They run a few quick routes across the middle, and they get the first down. And then here on 2nd and 9, this play was absolutely embarrassing for my defense. They run an option play. Caleb Williams breaks a tackle in the backfield, and we just could not bring him down, and they go in for their 2nd touchdown of the day, taking a 14-7 lead early. And then here on 1st and 10, late in the 1st quarter, when we so desperately needed another pick, I bait this route up to the sideline that it was just too good to be true. I get back, go up for the pick with 2 hands, but I end up dropping the pick. Then right here on 3rd and 16, this receiver was close to getting the first down, but my teammates get a tackle, and we forced a 3 and out. Then here on 2nd and 11, I bait this route up. I get back just in time for the pick, but I don't react to the ball, and I just make a pretty good tackle. And here on 3rd and 7, my teammates come in a clutch, get a pretty good tackle on this receiver before he can cross the first down marker, and we force another 3 and out. I guess the interception I got early pissed Caleb Williams off because I got him dead to rights at the line of scrimmage. He runs through my face, but my boy Noah got my back. He came through, got the forced fumble, and my teammate scooped it up. 3rd and 1, this running back explodes for a pretty decent run, and I'm coming from my side of the field to make the tackle, but after he secured the first down. 1st and 10, right before the half, Caleb Williams scrambles out the pocket, and I made sure he wasn't finna run over me this time. I get a nasty hit to stop him short of the first down. Then here on 3rd and 2, they run a draw play. My guys are all over it, and they stop him short of the first down. Then here on 3rd and 21, I bait this route up way too much. I get back to make the tackle. He breaks my tackle, but my teammates stop him 1 yard short of the first down. 3rd and 8, down 23-14. My teammates come up big on 3rd down and forces another 3 and out situation. 2nd and 13, this receiver runs a pretty decent route, but I get back immediately to secure the tackle. 2nd and inches, Caleb Williams throws a dot across the middle of the field, and they take a 32-17 lead late in the 3rd quarter. With 6 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, they go for the 2-point conversion, and USC's running back lowers his shoulder and he rolls into the end zone. And then here halfway through the 4th quarter, we need to get a stop here on 4th down to keep them out of the red zone, but they easily secure the first down going to the opposite side of the field. My defense just not playing their best football today. But here on 3rd and 15, even though they turned this into a big play, my defense comes in the clutch late in the 4th quarter and force another 3 and out situation down here in the red zone. And then here on 2nd and 5, this game is pretty much over, but I come in, I get another pretty good tackle on this running back. We take a really bad loss, 40-17 home against USC in the Pac-12 championship. I'm not gonna lie, I hurt to see them raise that trophy, especially with us being at home. Played pretty solid today. I didn't bait up too much, and I really didn't give up any big plays, and I walk out of this game with 6 tackles and 1 pick. But I had a pretty good season, winning the Chuck Banderick Award, the Bronco Nongursky, and also the Jim Thorpe Award. Now it's time for us to focus on the Alamo Bowl against West Virginia. The Alamo Bowl against 9-3 West Virginia. I open up this game with a toe-tapping pick on the sideline and give offense the best field position possible. 3rd and 17, this quarterback had nowhere to throw the ball. I'm baiting up in the flats. He tried to throw something across the middle. It gets broken up and it results in a 3 and out. 3rd and 4th situation, my guys get in the backfield. They get a tackle for a 4-yard loss, forcing another 3 and out. And then here on 1st and 10, early in the 2nd quarter, I almost get my 2nd pick of the first half. Played this to perfection, but I end up dropping the ball and what could have been my 2nd pick of the game so far. 3rd down, they try to run a quick run play, but my defense gets in the backfield and they get a great tackle on this running back, forcing another 3 and out situation. Here on 1st and 10, I get shot out of a cannon. I get in the backfield and I tackle this running back for a loss of 2, and this is just overall a great play by me. Here on 2nd and 12, this had to be the weirdest screenplay I've ever seen in my life. I almost got there for the pick, but I was not expecting the ball to get thrown, and it just results in a pretty good tackle. Up 14-0 here on 1st down, I bait up this route, I get back, and I get probably my 5th or 6th toe tapping pick of the season. When it comes to catching these picks on the sideline or in the back of the end zone, I just make these great toe tapping catches. Here on 1st down, my teammate almost got this pick, but the receiver snagged the ball. I come down, I get a pretty good tackle, but after he gets the first down. 2nd and 7, I didn't play my zone at all. I knew exactly where this ball was going, but I get back a little late and he makes an 8-yard grab. 3rd and 12, this receiver runs a quick out route. My teammate gets back, he makes a really good tackle in the flats, and we secure another pretty good 3rd and out situation. 3rd and 10, 3 minutes left in the 3rd quarter, up 21-0. I tried my best to bait up this route to get another pick, but the quarterback and the receiver, they run this to perfection and they get another great completion. 2nd and goal here in the 3rd quarter, West Virginia runs a draw play straight up the middle and the running back walks in for their first touchdown of the game. Up 28-7, West Virginia is right back in the red zone, and this quarterback throws the most beautiful pass I've ever seen to the back of the end zone to this receiver, and he's looking like me out there. He makes an incredible toe tapping catch. 6 minutes left in the 4th quarter, I get in the backfield, I stand this quarterback up for a minute, but he ends up overpowering me and turns his run into a huge gain. 3rd and 6, up 28-14, a little over 4 minutes left in this game. West Virginia takes a shot in the end zone, but my guys are all over and we get the stop on third down. A minute and a half left in this game, West Virginia scores on the kickoff return. And here on fourth down, they make the most unexpected, weirdest call I've ever seen in a situation like this. And my guys up front shut it down. Offense get the ball back, they run out the clock, and we win the Alamo Bowl. I'm excited, my teammates excited. Even though we lost the Pac-12 championship game to USC, we bounced right back with a dub in our bowl game. Today I can honestly say I played some of my best football this season, and I get awarded player of the game. And we get a very close 28-21 win over West Virginia here in the Alamo Bowl. I leave out of here with 5 tackles, 1 for loss, and 2 key picks. And now that the season is officially over, out of the 14 games we played this season, I have 17 interceptions on the season. I have 10 more interceptions more than the guy who's behind me on the leaderboard. And all around, I just have a great breakout season. But I have to acknowledge, in the biggest moments, my teammates failed me even when I played well. And going into this offseason, there's a chance I might go to a different school so I can compete for a national championship. Even though I returned back to Oregon for my junior season, I still have the option to transfer within these first 5 games, so I haven't completely made my mind up just yet on what I want to do. But late in the first quarter, Wyoming's running back walks into the end zone to score their first touchdown, making this a 7-7 game. 3rd and 10, less than a minute left in the first quarter, I come downhill and I smack this running back. 3rd and 7, early in the second quarter, I bait up this out route the best way I could. I get back, but this quarterback threw an absolute duck because he knew I was going to pick it off. 2nd and 10, I'm baiting up this route, coming across the middle of the field. I get my first pick of my junior season. I end up getting tackled kind of early before I can break it off and go to the end zone, but we set offense up with some pretty decent field position. 1st and 10, 6 minutes left in the second quarter. This running back breaks off a pretty decent run. He secures the first down, but I come from my side of the field and I lay him out. Wyoming's running back somehow breaks his tackle in the backfield, but me and my teammate, we get over and we get him for a -1 yard rush. 3rd and 6, I tried my best to bait up this route so he would throw it my way, but he throws it at my teammate instead and he gets a beautiful pass breakup. Early in the third quarter with a 28-10 lead, I tried to get in the backfield to stop this play from going anywhere, but he ends up getting a 3-yard rush, but I get a pretty good tackle. 2nd and 7, Wyoming's quarterback pulls off one of the best runs I've ever seen in my life, but before he could even get into the end zone, my teammate runs him down, tackles him from behind, and pokes the ball loose, and we end up getting the ball back. 2nd and 2, this running back caught the ball out of the backfield. I come down and I try to break his neck, but I get him for a -1 yard reception. 3rd and 3, my guys get in the backfield for a huge tackle for loss to force another 4th down situation. With a 35-10 lead late in the third, my boys up front get in the back and they get a huge sack, forcing a 4th and 20 situation. 3rd and 13, early in the fourth quarter, I get my 2nd pick of the game. I get tackled before I can take it anywhere, but I break the school record for most picks in a career here at Oregon. 1st and 10, this QB takes off for a pretty good run, but I stop him short of the first down. With a 45-10 lead halfway through the fourth quarter, we force the quarterback to throw the ball out of bounds. Everything else is locked up all across the field. 4th and 13, I usually would get back in coverage a little bit deeper on this type of play, but I trust my safety and he comes over and he get the 3rd pick of the game. Here on 3rd and 2, my guys up front make a great play stopping this running back from securing this first down. Wyoming goes for it on 4th down. I come down and get a big hit on this running back, stopping him short, causing a turnover on downs. We take a 45-10 dub here at home against Wyoming for our season opener, and I start this season the best way possible with 7 tackles, 3 for loss, and 2 picks. Playing at home against number 17 ranked Michigan State, I almost come away with this pick, but I just get down and get a good tackle on this receiver. 1st and 10, they run a quick screen. I read it kind of slowly, but I get back just in time to make a good tackle. And another 1st and 10 situation, we play this option perfectly and we hold them to only a 2-yard gain on this play. 3 minutes left in the first quarter, I try my best to bait up this comeback route, but I just get back in time to make a pretty good tackle on this receiver. Key 3rd and 2 situation, I fire off the line and I get here and make this tackle on this running back and I deny him the first down. With a 17-0 lead early in the second quarter, I come down on this receiver and get my 6th tackle of the game. 3rd and 10, I get back in coverage. I bait this route up a little bit. I get my first pick of this game, my 3rd on the season. I break this tackle on the receiver. I tried to take it back, man, but the other receiver came across and got a pretty good tackle. Me and my teammates were hyped. 2nd and 10, I tried to be patient and bait up these routes, but my teammate ended up picking it up for me, so I come down and I make the tackle on this other receiver. 3rd and 6, I try my best to bait up this route, but he ended up throwing it to my teammate's side of the field, and he gets a beautiful toe tapping pick. He almost looked like me out there. 3rd and 4, I get back in coverage. I bait this route up a little bit. This quarterback actually launches it. I get back. I drop the easy pick. It would have been my 2nd pick of the game. 3rd and 15, we get in the back and we hold this running back only to a 3-yard rush on this play. 1st and 10 with a 20-yard lead. I bait up this route. I sit really patient. I get back and I get absolutely mossed by this receiver. 3rd and 3, I'm a little bit too patient. This receiver runs right past me, but I get back and stop him short of the touchdown. After giving up a big play, Michigan State walks in for the first touchdown, making the score 20-7. 3rd and 8, my boys get in the backfield. They get a pretty good sack on this quarterback, forcing a 4th down situation. 3rd and 18, I'm hoping to get a pick, but he ended up throwing it towards my teammate. He gets the pick, runs up the sideline, outruns one, stiff arms another, and walks into the end zone for a crazy pick six. Up 33-7 halfway through the fourth quarter, I come down and I steal my teammate's tackle on this receiver. 4th and 6 down here in the red zone. Michigan State is trying to get in the end zone at least one more time before this game is over, but my guys play perfect coverage. Offense got the ball back, they run out the clock, and we take a 33-7 home win against Michigan State, and we improve our record to 2-0. I follow up my last game with another beastly game with 10 tackles, 1 for loss, and 1 pick. 2nd and 10, we couldn't have started this game any worse. Southern Miss quarterback launches this ball downfield. The receiver catches the ball, he breaks a tackle and walks right into the end zone to take an early 7-0 lead. Offense went down and evened this game up 7-7, but 1st and 10, they dumped the ball off in the flats to this tight end. I come all the way across from my side of the field and I make a really good tackle on this tight end. Quarterback takes off out of the pocket, I come down, I get a pretty weird hit on him. I thought he was hurt, but he bounced up, so everything was cool, but that was a nasty hit. 2nd and 4, this running back secures the first down, but I come over and I help my teammate secure this tackle. 1st and 10, I had this running back dead to right, so I take the worst angle possible on this tackle and he rides this all the way into the end zone, and they take a 14-7 lead early in the first quarter. 3rd and 7, less than a minute left in the first quarter. I tried to bait up this route for an easy pick, but the QB just throws this one into the ground. Early in the 2nd quarter, I shoot straight into the backfield. I get a nasty hit on this running back, but it doesn't matter because my teammate get called for an offside. 1st and 10 here in the red zone. I shoot straight into the backfield. This running back tried to cut it back and I get a crazy hit on him. 3rd and 7, trying to keep them out of the end zone, and we do exactly that, and we stopped them short of the first down. 3rd and 8 halfway through the 2nd quarter. We really need to stop going into the 2nd half, and my boy gets in the backfield and he gets a sack on this quarterback. Let's go. I think this quarterback lost all his marbles on that sack because he throws a weird dot right at me in coverage, and I could have easily picked this and took it to the crib. 3rd and 8, a minute left in the 2nd quarter. This quarterback launches a ball deep into double coverage. I was really hoping my teammates caught this pick. Early in the 3rd quarter, I see this running back trying to take off, and I get back and clean him up before he can get the first down. 3rd and 8 here early in the 3rd quarter. My guys get down, they make a tackle on this receiver, and we shut it down before that play can go anywhere. Less than 3 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. I try to play my zone. I see this receiver run towards the sideline, and I don't get back quick enough, and they get the first down. 3rd and 7, we strap up every single route here on the field, and the big boys up front come away with another sack. With a 24-point lead here early in the 4th quarter, this QB launches the ball in the coverage, and we almost come away with another pick. We are officially DBU. 2nd and 7, this QB tried to play it safe and dumped the ball off in the flats. I come down and I absolutely whack this tight end. 3rd and 13, I almost get my first pick of the game, but this receiver runs back to the ball and I stop him short of the first down. 1st and 10, backed up into their own end zone. The big boys up front get into the backfield and they tackle this quarterback for a safety. Late in the 4th quarter, my guy runs a route across the middle of the field, but I get back and I get a beautiful pass breakup. We started this game off kind of shaky, but we came away with another big win at home. No interceptions on the day for me, but I do come out of here with 8 tackles and 1 for loss. After 3 big wins at home, I'm almost thinking, should I stay here at Oregon or should I still consider transferring to a different school? I don't know. Now, even though we playing pretty well and we starting out the season 3-0, these first 3 games weren't really against the best competition. But this week, we get a real test against number 6 undefeated Utah on the road. On paper, we're a lot better than this team, but I can't help but think back to last year. We underperformed against teams that we were a lot better than. With Utah losing their starting right tackle and their starting star running back, we're hoping that creates a lot more opportunities in the air so this secondary can eat. And taking a look at their first 4 games, they've been putting up some pretty good points against some decent teams. So my defense is really going to be put to the test this week. I'm just hoping we step up and we make plays and we get up out of here with a dub. In our last team scrimmage, I came down after a tackle and I landed on my wrist pretty badly, so I'll be rocking a pretty heavy wrist brace this game. And then oddly enough, I got tangled up with a receiver, twisted my ankle, so I'll be rocking an ankle brace this game as well. I haven't dealt with injuries like this since high school, but I won't let it stop me from producing for my team. After practice, coach pulled me aside and he let me know that the NCAA wouldn't allow me and Noah to rock the same number anymore. So being that he was here first, it was only right that I had to change my number. So on our road game against number 6 ranked Utah, I'll be debuting my new number 16. First real test of the season against the undefeated ranked team. We got Utah on the road. And to open up this game, even though I'm dealing with some injuries, no excuse for me to be missing a tackle right here. And I'm looking to make a big play early, but this QB throws a dot to his receiver and they get the first down. 1st and 10, this receiver gets the jet sweep and he makes the most insane cut ever. He cuts it upfield, he runs down the sideline, he almost gets into the end zone. 1st and goal, this quarterback walks into the end zone. Why are we allowing this to happen so early? It's not looking good for us. My defense is already underperforming. 3rd and 11. We really need to get a stop right here. Can't allow them to make no more big plays this quarter. This QB throws a bad ball, but this receiver almost reels in a beautiful one-handed catch, but we get to stop and force a 4th and 11. Another 3rd-and-1 situation where my defense needs to step up, and we do the complete opposite. This running back pulls off a great run, secures the first down, and more. With a 3-point lead, 2nd and 3, this tight end catches this ball, and he runs through a couple of members of my defense, and I'm already heated because why are we not securing our tackles? 3rd and 7, they run a quick screen play. This running back completely throws my teammate out of the way, but me and my guys come down and we secure the tackle and force a 4th and 3. 1st and 10, halfway through the 2nd quarter. My boy 44 sheds this block. He get in the backfield and he completely lights up this running back. 2nd and 10, this quarterback dumps the ball off to this big tight end, and it takes at least 2 or 3 of us to bring this guy down. He's huge. This receiver runs a route right in my zone, but I come down and I hit him with a mean tackle. 1st and 10, less than a minute left in the 2nd quarter. I see this receiver run a quick comeback route. I tried to get back in time for the pick, but I just secured a tackle. To kick off the 2nd half on the 3rd and 8 situation, this receiver runs a beautiful route to the sideline, and he makes a crazy toe tapping catch. 2nd and 17, my boy 44 does what he do best. He sheds this block, has an easy clean hit on this running back, and gets his face ran through. 1st and 10 is still only a 10-7 game. This running back breaks off a pretty good run, but I get over and make a good tackle after he gets the first down. Now with a 10-point lead late in the 3rd quarter, on 3rd down, my guys get down, they make a big play. They break up this pass, forcing a 4th and 11 situation. Even with a 20-7 lead here in the 4th quarter, I knew I had to make a big play. So I bait up this route just like I know I do best. I come down and I get a sweet 360 pick, and I lower my head and my shoulders and I run straight into the end zone. With a 20-point lead here in the 4th quarter, 3rd and 6 situation, I abandon my zone, and me and the guys, we get down and we get a really good tackle on this quarterback. With a 23-point lead halfway through the 4th quarter, 2nd and 17, my boy Steven, he sits and has perfect patience, and he picks off this ball and he tries to take it up the sideline to go into the end zone, but he gets tackled short, but he gave offense perfect field position to go in and score. But we continue to dominate, and we stop this running back short of the first down. Leaving out of Utah with a big win on the road definitely kills any chance of me transferring. I'm very proud of my guys for stepping up and playing up to par, but today I walk out of here with 5 tackles and a pick. Back-to-back road games here at Washington State. My guys start off this game hot. They get in the back and they get a nasty hit on this quarterback. 3rd and 8 here early in the 1st quarter. Quarterback drops back. He dots this receiver. He makes a very unnecessary toe tapping catch because he knows I'm on the field. 1st and 10, just when I thought I was going to have a big hit on this quarterback, Mr. Inconsistent himself comes through and he completely flatlines this quarterback. You knew it wouldn't be too long before I make a big play. I bait up this route. I turn my back, letting this quarterback think he got an easy dot. I turn around, get back downhill, and I make a crazy one-handed pick. My teammates hyping me up. They already know we finna go crazy today. At this point, it's inevitable. It's gonna happen to me at least once a game. I come down, I got an easy tackle on this running back, and he completely steamrolls me. 1st and 10, I've been studying film, so once I seen this formation, I knew exactly what play they were running. I completely abandon my zone. I shoot off the line. I get in the backfield, and I tackle this quarterback for a 4-yard loss. I'm hyped. My teammates already know what time it is. Key 3rd down situation. I react to this receiver running this route in the flats, but my teammates over the top, they give up a complete bomb to this receiver, but they stop him short before he can get the touchdown. But here on 1st and goal, our 17-point lead would sadly come to a 10-point lead after their running back walks in for their first touchdown of the game. 1st and 10, like I said, I've been watching film like crazy on this team. My teammate come off the line, he forced the pitch. I go around this block and I get down, I get a nasty tackle on this running back. Me and my teammates, we turned today. 1st and 10, this receiver runs a deep route. This quarterback throws off his back foot. The receiver makes the catch, and it puts them right back in the red zone. And on the very next play, this same receiver runs a route to the back of the end zone, but Noah Sewell comes out of nowhere and he smacks this receiver out of the air. He hit him so hard, the head coach and the training staff had to come out and check on him. Key 3rd and 10 situation down here in the red zone at the end of the 2nd quarter. I tried to bait up this comeback route. The QB threw a good ball, but he got scared and dropped the ball. 1st and 10 here in man coverage. Me and my guys, we strap up every single route on the field. This QB has forever to throw the ball. My guy gets in the back. He strips the ball loose. They recover it, but I come downhill and I get a really good tackle. And I let him know I'm not going for nothing. With a 31-10 lead on 3rd and 2, my boy Noah sits right in the middle of the field. He catches a great pick. He takes off. He breaks the tackle. He tried to take it into the end zone, but he did get tackled. My boy is showing out today. 2nd down, this QB drops the ball off to a receiver on my side of the field. He secured the first down, but I come down and I help my teammate get this tackle. 3rd and goal, I call myself baiting up this route. If I catch this, it's an easy pick 6, but I take the worst angle possible on this ball. The receiver makes the catch and I give up a touchdown. I'm having such a good game and I gave up an easy touchdown. 1st and 10 with a 38-20 lead here early in the 4th quarter. This running back does it again, and he completely obliterates me as I come in with an easy tackle and I just couldn't secure it. But since this running back decided he want to run me over every time he gets a chance, I answer back with something I do better. I bait up this route, I come back downhill, I get this beautiful pick for my second pick of the game. Me and my teammates, they hyping me up crazy. We feeling good today. Then a lot later on in the fourth quarter, under 3 minutes left in the game, on 2nd and 6, I come from my side of the field and I make a good tackle on this running back, but he does get the first down. And on the very next play, 1st and 10, I think this quarterback, he don't even care no more at this point. This receiver runs this route, I play right under it to perfection. And this QB throws this oblivious pick, and I get pick number 3 of the day. We get a 52-20 win here on the road against Washington State. I get a triple pick game, and overall as a team, we just balled out of control today. I walk out of here with a monstrous game with 10 tackles, 3 for loss, and 3 interceptions. The team that gave us our first L last season, here on the road against UCLA, they start off with a splash, and they hit this receiver for a big gain down the middle of the field. 2nd and 12, this QB took off for a run. He spent off my teammate, but I come from my side of the field and I secure the tackle. But you know me, I'm known to get the party started, and I get it started early. Here on 1st and 10, I get back, I play my zone, I sit and be patient, but then I run downhill full speed and I get a diving one-handed pick to kick off this game. My teammates hyping me up, we finna go crazy. But towards the end of the first quarter, 2nd and goal, UCLA's running back, he walks into the end zone to score the first touchdown in this game. 3rd and 3, I got 2 receivers running back here to my zone. This QB launches a perfect ball. He hits this receiver in stride and he walks into the end zone. How did I give up a big play like this? Key 3rd down situation, less than 30 seconds left in this quarter. Tried to bait up this route, the receiver runs a comeback. He makes the catch, but I get back and I get a good tackle before he can get the first down. 1st and 10, I got a deep zone, but I sit and I be pretty patient. I come down, I get the tackle on the running back and I hold him to only a 1-yard rush. And here on 2nd and 9, I completely dodge this receiver on this block. I come down here and I completely clean this running back. My teammates hyping me up, they know I'm going crazy today. Here on 3rd and 5, me and my team is in desperate need of a big play. I sit with extreme patience, I bait up this route and I get back and I get this pick on the sideline. My teammates know this was a nasty pick. And we set offense up with some really good field position. 3rd and 11, me and my secondary strap up all the routes on the field, and one of the big boys up front getting the back and they get a great sack. Here on 2nd down early in the 4th quarter, they run an option play. This QB gets rid of the ball to the running back. I come from my side of the field, but before I can make a play, my guys already did it. A very important 3rd and 14 play. This QB takes a chance, throw the ball into double coverage, and this receiver makes an absolute insane catch. 2nd and 5, man coverage, trips on our side of the field. They run this weird quick screen play. The receiver missed his blocking assignment, and I come down and I tackle this receiver for a negative -1-yard reception. And then here on a very important 3rd and 6, we really need to stop right here down the red zone. I play my zone in the worst way possible, and I give up another touchdown. Giving up big plays, that's my 2nd touchdown that I gave up on the day. Less than 5 minutes left in this game. This running back catches this ball and he runs through my entire defense. My guys are not stepping up making plays when we need them the most. But I know the best way to lead is to lead by example. So on the very next play, I get back in coverage. I bake this route up in the back of the end zone. This QB lobs it. And I get back and I get my 3rd pick of the game. Less than a minute left in this game, they could easily go down and get a field goal and secure up this win. But my teammate has something else in mind. The QB throws this ball towards the sideline and he picks it off. Our offense couldn't go make it happen, so we end up going into overtime. And here on 1st and 10, this QB tried to take off, but the big boys up front is not letting it happen. Key 3rd down situation here in overtime, and once again the big guys up front step up and they're making big plays. Coach tells me I'm doing a great job leading my team. 2nd to goal, game on the line. All we need is a touchdown to win this game. My QB drops back, he dots this receiver in the end zone, and we take the win. We're on the road here against UCLA. This game was crazy. It almost felt like a rivalry game, knowing that this was the team that gave us our first L last season. Then we go into an overtime thriller with them at home. We feeling good after this win. I follow up my first 2 amazing games on the road with another monstrous game. And I walk out of here with 12 tackles, 2 for loss, and 3 key picks. With us being just about halfway through this season, I'm leading the nation with 10 picks. Me and my boy Noah leads the nation with the most tackles. And then you got my boy Steven Stevens at number 4. Out of the 5 leading tacklers in the country, me and 2 of my teammates are in the top 5. And with a 6-0 record, we jump to be the number 1 team in the nation. But the way we playing, I don't see this changing up at all. And if we continue to dominate like we have these last couple of games, I know for a fact we're going to see a national championship game before it's all said and done. At home against 0-7 Stanford, we open up this game in man coverage, but I come down, I meet this running back in the hole, and we get a pretty good tackle on him. 3rd and 11, we in zone coverage. I peep that they running the screen. I come down, I get a hard hit on this running back. I force the fumble, and we set offense up with some really good field position. Up 17-0, the running back get the handoff. I come from my side of the field, and I get a good tackle on him, and I stop him an inch short of the first down. 2nd and 7, this receiver runs a great route. I get back in time, but he makes an outstanding one-handed catch, but I do come down and get the tackle after he secures the first down. Very important 3rd and 2 situation. I need my guys to step up and make plays. This running back gets the handoff, walks into the end zone, and now I'm heated because we need to be making plays. Stanford decides to go for the 2-point conversion, and once again, my guys let up and they let them get the easy conversion. 3rd and 20 situation, we got zone coverage. I get back in my zone, but this quarterback throws a strike down the middle of the field, and my boy come through and he lights him up and forced to drop, and now it's 4th and 20. Let's go. 9 seconds left in the quarter. We need to keep Stanford out of the end zone, and I play my zone the worst possible way. I have to be more disciplined on plays like this. Of course, Stanford decided to go for 2. Their QB rolls out to his right. He throws a strike to the back of the end zone, and they secure another 2-point conversion. 1st and 10, we in zone coverage. My boy Steven comes down. He got an easy tackle on this running back. He gets tossed, but I come through and I secure the tackle for my boy. I'm fiending for a big play. I get back in my zone. This QB decided to throw it over the top. I get back. I catch this beautiful pick over this receiver, and my teammate had to let me know that was the one. He let me know I went crazy because I did. I went absolutely berserk with this one. 1st and 10, we got man coverage, quarterback in the gun. I get back, I play my man perfectly. I get in position for this pick. I misjudge the ball, and he catches it and runs through my chest. But you know I can't go out like that. 3rd and 10, I'm on a revenge. This is a straight revenge play. I get back, I play my man. He runs this little route I come across. I get a crazy one-handed pick. I wanted to take this back so bad, but I get tackled, but they knew not to play with me. 3rd and 10, running back gets the handoff. He explodes through the hole. I get a hand on him, but he rolls forward for the first down. 3rd and goal, I don't think we got one stop in the red zone all game. This QB stands tall in the pocket, and he delivers a dot, and they score touchdown number 3 of the day. 3rd and 6, we're trying to do everything we can to keep them out of the red zone. We strap up every single route on the field, and we make sure they do not secure this first down. Very important 4th and 5 situation. We in zone. I get back. I see this receiver running this route, but I come down and I get a nasty hit on him. The game is pretty much over. We in man coverage, but of course, once they get into the red zone, they're literally unstoppable. This running back gets a tremendous run. He breaks my tackle, walks into the end zone, and he's standing tall like he's doing something, even though they just lost the game. Me and the guys are feeling really good. We get a great win at home against Stanford. My boy Ty Thompson is awarded player of the game, 19 of 24, 287 yards, 10 carries, 35 yards on the ground with 6 total touchdowns. He balled. I walk out of here today with 8 tackles, 1 for loss, 2 incredible picks, and a forced fumble because y'all know I hit hard. Y'all know I go crazy. After a great team win at home against Stanford, coach lets me know I've been doing a great job leading this team and that I'm now a team captain. It's crazy to think that all my hard work is finally starting to pay off. Undefeated Oregon versus undefeated Washington. I open up this game coming across the field. I get a huge hit on this quarterback, forcing the fumble. My teammate scoops it up and we give offense great field position to start this game off. With a 14-0 lead early in the second quarter, I bait this route up to perfection. I get back, I overrun it. I really couldn't believe it. I missed the pick, but I do get a good tackle on this receiver. 3rd and 7, Washington is trying to march down and get in the end zone for their first touchdown of the game. Quarterback dumps the ball off to this running back. I come down and I lay him out. Up 17-3 right before the second half. This running back gets the ball. He gets a pretty decent run, but I come through and I shut that down. To kick off the second half, y'all know I got to get the party started, man. I get back in man coverage. The QB launches this ball downfield. I get back. I get an easy pick. I try to turn out and get up out of there, but I do stumble up on my teammate. But this is overall a great pick. And with this pick, I break the NCAA record for most interceptions in a career. I still got an entire senior season to play. 3rd and 9, just over 2 minutes left in the third quarter. I play my zone back. I come back down and I get my first ever PI in my entire college career. I couldn't believe it. We're up 24-6, a minute left in the third quarter, and Mr. Inconsistent himself come off the line. He gets a really good tackle on this running back for a negative 2-yard rush. 3rd and a very long 18. I'm trying to bait this route up in the flats. I get back, and as soon as I thought the ball was coming my way, the big boys up front get in the back and they force a 4th and 18. At this point, the game is just a blowout. Early in the fourth quarter, 1st and 10, I see this receiver get the jet sweep. I come down, I get a good tackle. My boy 44 hyping me up after this play. 2nd and 11, I'm in zone coverage. I see this running back get this ball. He tried to spin out of this tackle and turn it back upfield, but I come down and I get the tackle before he can go anywhere. Key 3rd and 7 situation. Quarterback drops back. I thought I had a pick right here, but I kind of hesitated. But I do come over, I get the tackle, and we force a 4th down situation. Coming out the field, coach lets me know I'm doing a great job making plays today. 1st and 10, up 24-9. My boy 44 gets caught up on this block, but me and Noah come over and we sure up the tackle. 2nd and 11, I'm in man coverage. I let my guy run this route. I sit with extreme patience, but before the quarterback can even throw the ball, he takes off, he runs. He gets a really big gain, but I come over and I get the tackle after he gets the first down. I wasn't sure if this receiver was coming my way, and he did. Even though I didn't get down for the pick, I do come down and get a good tackle on him to hold him to a 0-yard reception. Very important 4th down situation. We need to keep Washington out of the end zone. Quarterback throws a strike across the middle of the field, but my guys get down, they get a tackle, and we force a turnover on downs. I get back in my zone, I sit, I be patient, but I get back, I get this beautiful pick. I break this receiver's tackle, man, but I get hit up and they stop me short before I can take it into the crib. But my boys hyping me up. I went crazy today with another 2-pick game. Me and the boys hype after this game. We get a great win at home against undefeated Washington. This was a statement game for us. After such a great performance here at the crib, I get awarded player of the game. And I get up out of here today with 10 tackles, 2 for loss, another 2 picks, and a forced fumble. These past couple of weeks, I was awarded NCAA Defensive Player of the Week in week 9 and week 10. I'm balling out of control right now. On the road against a Cal team with 0 wins, but we know better than to sleep on this offense. But I come from my side of the field and I get a tackle on this running back and they're already in the red zone. 2nd and 3 early here in the first quarter. Cal's running back gets the handoff and he just bullies his way into the end zone. I'm really upset because why are my guys not making plays? 1st and 10, we're in man coverage. It's currently a tie game. I get back, I play my man. My teammate comes down to make a tackle on his guy. He gets ran through, but I secure up the tackle. But bro, you got to do better. You cannot be out here getting flatlined like this. 1st and 10, just over 4 minutes left in this quarter. My guy runs a good route across the middle of the field, but I get down, I get a pretty good tackle on him before he can secure the first down. 2nd and 10, we're in man coverage. This running back gets the handoff. He gets a really good run, but I come from my side of the field and I make the tackle. But my guys over here got to step up and make plays. With a 21-10 lead, under a minute left in the 2nd quarter, I bait this route up. I get back down. I go for the one-handed pick, but I'm just a little too late, but I do secure a tackle on this receiver. 1st and goal, we need to keep these guys out of the end zone. My boys get back. They hit this running back. 44 scoops up the ball, and he runs this all the way into the end zone, giving us a 28-10 lead going into the second half. This was crazy. Finally starting to shape up to be the blowout that it should have been all along. I sit back, I play patiently in my zone. This receiver runs by me. I get back, I get an easy pick. I turn it upfield, but I get tackled out of bounds. I try to take this back. This was a great pick. 1st and 10 here in man coverage. This receiver runs a really good route, and he makes what looks to be a one-handed catch. He cuts it upfield, get the first down, but we do tackle him. But that was a crazy catch. Under 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. 1st and 10, we in zone coverage. I get back. I'm trying to bait up this route. He drops it off in the flats. I come down, and I drive straight through this receiver's chest. 2nd and 3, I get back. I play my zone. I sit. I be patient. I bait this up a little more. I get back downhill, and I get my 2nd pick of the day. And once again, I cannot take this in for a pick 6, but I do get a great pick. My boys hyping me up. I'm going crazy today. With a 45-10 lead, 3rd and 10 early in the 1st quarter, my guys do what they've been doing all game, and they shut this play down before this player can go anywhere. Today, my guys have been playing out of their minds, man. 3rd down situation, we need them to make a play. They go down, they stop this receiver just 3 yards short of the first down, bro. We are playing incredible football today on the road. This QB rolls out to his right. I see exactly what's happening, but I really couldn't believe he was finna throw this ball. But I do come down, I get a big hit on this receiver. 3rd and 11, just under 3 minutes left in the 4th quarter. 44 comes down and he makes an outstanding play. My boy has stepped up. After this game, we shake hands with some of Cal's players, even though we just put the absolute beats on them. But we get a great team win on the road against Cal in this Pac-12 matchup. Leaving out of Cal today with 7 tackles and 2 picks, this makes 3 straight games with 2 or more picks. I'm going absolutely crazy. After the game, I find out all of my hard work is not only being noticed by my teammates and my coaches, but by everybody in the nation, bro. I'm officially on the Heisman watch. After our win against Cal, we improve our record to 9-0 as we go into our game next week against Arizona. Me, Noah, Stevens, and Jay Hill all lead the country in solo tackles. My boy K-Ware Hudson leads the entire nation with 10 sacks. And you know your boy KJ leads the country with 16 interceptions. That's 10 more picks than the guy behind me. A few games ago, I broke the NCAA career interception record. Between now and my senior season, let's see how high I can set the record so nobody can break it. We are currently 9-0 against 5-4 Arizona at home. My boys open up the game, getting a hit on this quarterback, causing a fumble. Man coverage, this quarterback rolls out. He has forever to throw the ball. He hits this running back wide open. I come from my side of the field and I get a good tackle on him. 1st and 10 early in the 2nd quarter, their quarterback takes off. He gets a good run, get the first down, but I come across and I get the tackle. And then here on 1st and goal early in the 2nd quarter, we give up the first touchdown in the game. This receiver walks into the end zone untouched. 2nd and 9, we're in zone coverage. This receiver caught this ball across the middle, but I came down and I hit him hard. I got to set the tone early. 1st and 10, I get back, I bait up this route. I come down, I get my first pick of the game. I take off, but I do get tackled from behind. I thought I was going to take this into the crib, and we need to keep them from getting this first down. Quarterback takes off. I come down, but I just get him a little bit too late, and he secures the first down. 1st and goal, this running back gets the handoff. He walks into the end zone, and they take another lead in the first half. We gotta do better. So I get back in my zone. The QB launches this ball right at this receiver. He goes up top to grab it, but I get a hit on him and I cause a drop. 3rd and 5, halfway through the third quarter. I get back in my zone. I bait this route up, but I don't see the ball get thrown. This receiver goes up and makes an easy catch. Key 3rd down situation. It's a tie game. This quarterback takes off with the ball. I get back and I read it like a book, and I stop him short of the 1st down. 1st and 10, they run the option. I'm sprinting from my side of the field. My boy stands him up, but I come through and I clean it up with this tackle. 2nd and 7, we in zone, but I completely abandon that and I go straight into the backfield and I get a good tackle on this running back. With a 3-point lead early in the 4th quarter, they're going for it on 4th down. We get back, we cover every route on the field, and they get back and get a sack on that boy. Let's go. Back in the red zone, 2nd down. The running back gets the handoff and he walks his way right into the end zone again, and he gives them the lead early in the 4th quarter. With a 3-point lead with a little over a minute left in the 4th quarter, this running back is having his way and he bullies his way to another 1st down. I'm playing off my zone. This QB throws a dot to this receiver, but my guy gets down, get the tackle before this play can go anywhere. 1 second left in regulation, coach calls a timeout to make sure we're in the proper formation for this play. Last play of the game, they run all go routes. This receiver fell just 2 yards short of the game-winning touchdown. 2nd and 8, my guys stepping up. They making plays here in overtime, and they stop this running back before he can take off with this play. Very important 3rd down situation. The QB dots up this receiver. My guys step up and make the tackle just 1 yard short of the 1st down. And then here on 2nd and goal, this receiver caught the ball in my zone. Luckily, he stepped out of bounds, but I have to be more disciplined in situations like this. 3rd and goal, this running back tried to bully his way into the end zone. My guys are not going for it. They're stepping up and making plays when it matters. In double overtime, tie game, this QB launched the ball into the back of the end zone, but my boy Stevens get back and he gets the most clutch pick of his life. 3rd and 7, all the offense have to do is score or kick a field goal, and they're still running plays for some reason, but they shut this play down before it can go anywhere. And then finally here on 4th and 12, they do the sensible thing and they kick the field goal for the win. And we actually get the win here at home in the crazy double overtime thriller against Arizona, 30-27. And of course, I balled out today with 10 tackles, 1 for loss, and a very early pick. We got a rain game here at home against Colorado, and I open up this game with a tackle on their running back before he can secure this 1st down. 2nd and 4, halfway through the 1st quarter, running back gets the handoff. He secures the 1st down, but he definitely paid the price. 1st and 10, and they continue to hand this ball off to the running back. I come over and I get another tackle on him, but he secures the 1st down again. 2nd and 10 here, a different running back gets the handoff, but I came through, I cleaned up this tackle for my teammate, and we hold him to just a 1 yard rush. 3rd and 9, we in zone coverage. I get back here in my teammate's zone. I snatch this pick away from him. I get tripped up. I know he mad I stole his pick. And with this pick, I break my own record I set last season with 17 picks in a single season with 18 this season. Feeling good after that pick, but I'm feeling a little too good. I try to bait up this go route, and this receiver makes a great catch, but I do get the tackle on him. But on the bright side, I hit him so hard, he got injured. 2nd and 5 here early in the 2nd quarter, QB dumps it off to this tight end. I came down and got a tackle on him, but he did get the 1st down. This QB has forever and a day to throw this ball, and he dots up my guy in the end zone, and they score touchdown number 1 of the game. Our offense turned the ball over, gave Colorado great field position, and they walk in for their 2nd touchdown of the day, taking an early 14-0 lead. 2nd and 6, we're in desperate need of a big play. I bait this right up to the sideline. I get back and I absolutely moss this receiver. With 2 picks on the day, I'm not done turning up. I get down in his hole and I obliterate this running back, causing the forced fumble. Man, I'm going crazy today. After I set the tone, making big plays, my boy 44 decided that he was going to get in on the fun, and he gets a pick. 1st and 10, this running back had an easy 1st down. He seen me coming, cut back the other way, but I still came down and secured the tackle. With a 3-point lead early in the 4th quarter, I come across the field. I tackle this running back after a short 5-yard gain. 2nd and 9, this QB has forever and a day to throw the ball. Noah came down. He missed the tackle, but we came over and we got him out of bounds after a huge gain. 4th and 4, I feel like I got to make a big play, but this QB doesn't throw it my way, and he dots this wide open receiver on the other side of the field. With only a 3-point lead under 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter, this QB tries to dot up this receiver, but my boy makes a big play and he bats down the ball. Now with a 10-point lead with under a minute left in this game, it's pretty much over, but I come down, I get this tackle on this receiver. With less than 10 seconds left, this QB throws an absolute bomb down the field. They put up another touchdown, making this a 21-24 game. 2 back-to-back games that come down to the wire, but we do walk out with the win, and I leave out of here today with 10 tackles, 2 picks, and a forced fumble. Final game of the regular season, we got Oregon State at home, and I open up this game the perfect way with a pick. I get tackled, but bro, that's a tone setter. 1st and 10, this running back is trying to manhandle my entire defense, but I do recover and get this tackle. 2nd down early in the 1st quarter, I leave my zone, but I get back down and I make a really good hit on this tight end. 2nd and 15, this QB takes off trying to get this 1st down, but we come down and we hit him hard to stop him short. First and 10, we're in zone coverage. This QB takes off again, and I made sure this time he paid the ultimate price. With a 3-point lead here early in the second quarter, once again, this running back is bullying his way up the field, but I came down and got a good tackle on him. 2nd and 6, I play off my zone. This QB dots his receiver, but I come down and get a forced fumble. Unfortunately, the ball rolls out of bounds, but I'm making a statement today. 3rd down, just over 2 minutes left in the first half. I come down and I lay a nasty hit on this tight end. Our red zone defense has been bad the entire year, but 2nd and goal, this running back walks his way into the end zone and he makes this a 17-10 game. 2nd and 7, we in zone coverage. This receiver got the jet sweep. I come over, I get the tackle, but my guys need to step up and make plays on their side of the field. 1st and goal, back in the red zone, and this running back walks into the end zone again. If we don't step up and make plays, we're going to lose this game. 1st and 10, down 24-17. I meet this running back in the hole and I get a nice tackle on him. 2nd and 7, halfway through the 3rd quarter, I come over and I hit this quarterback hard again. He just won't cough up this ball. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 9, this running back takes off for a great run, but I come over and I get the tackle. My guys need to make plays on this side of the field. 2nd and goal, and I make a huge mistake not jumping on this ball, and we do what we do best, and we give up another touchdown here in the red zone. We got a tie game here late in the 4th quarter. 2nd and 11, I come down on this pitch and I get a good tackle on this running back to keep him short of making a big play. 2nd and 17, we're in man coverage. This QB gets hits as he throws the ball. I almost come back and catch this game-changing interception. Last play of regulation, the QB lobs this ball upfield. The receiver caught it, got hit, dropped it. My teammate picked it off and gave offense a chance to go down and score. 2nd and 4 here in overtime. My boy Ty Thompson gets rocked on this play. Offense got a field goal, but here in overtime, 1st and 10, I come down and get a tackle on this receiver. We have to step up and make plays right now. After getting a stop on 3rd down, we hold Oregon State to just a field goal and we head into another overtime. I came out of the next defensive series with an ankle injury, but on 4th and 15, Oregon State kicks another field goal. But here in triple overtime, tied 40-40, Ty Thompson dots up a receiver right here and he walks into the end zone for a touchdown. And to make it even crazier, Ty Thompson in our offense goes for a 2-point conversion and he dots up this receiver to secure the 2 points. But despite the injury, 3rd and 20, I'm back on the field, my guys, and we get a stop right here, forcing a 4th and 20. 4th and 20, Oregon State has to score, and they call the worst play possible, and we get the turnover on down. Me and the boys are hyped. We walk out of this triple overtime thriller with a W. As a defense, we did not play our best football today, but I walk out of here with 14 tackles, 1 for loss, a pick, and a forced fumble. And we finally complete the undefeated season. It wasn't pretty by no stretch of the imagination, but we actually did it. And I actually moved up in the Heisman race. They have me at number 4 currently, and they got me projected to move up within the top 3. This is crazy. I even got player of the week with my 14 tackles, 1 for loss, a forced fumble, and my pick in our OT win against Oregon State. And to finish out the regular season, the top 5 tackle leaders in the nation all come from our school, Oregon. We balled out this season. Our defense played the best football in the country, hands down. I got 20 picks this year. That's 13 more picks than the guy under me. I balled out. And with a few seniors leaving this season, I'm definitely switching up to a single-digit number for my senior year. We have the Pac-12 championship against 9-3 USC. Now, on paper, we're a way better team than them, but we know we cannot sleep on this team. This game will determine if we make it to the national championship or not. Undefeated Oregon versus number 15 USC. We opened up the Pac-12 championship game with a 3-and-out early in this game. The 7-0 lead, 3rd and 6, we lock up every single route on the field and we force Caleb Williams to throw this duck and force another 4th down. Now we're up 14-0 late in the 1st quarter. This receiver gets this 1st down, but I came down and I got a pretty good cleanup tackle. Caleb Williams takes off. I come down and I lay a crazy hit. I sent him flying to let him know this is not last year's Pac-12 championship game. 3rd and 11, we got zone coverage. I'm supposed to get back and be here to help my teammate, but this receiver made an amazing toe tapping catch. 3rd and 13, Caleb Williams throws a bomb into the back of the end zone and I give up an easy touchdown. I have to be more disciplined in coverage. 2nd down, trips on my side of the field. My teammate missed this tackle, but I came down and I laid the wood on this running back. Crucial 3rd and 5 situation. This receiver makes a great catch in traffic, but then he proceeds to take Noah for a ride. 5 minutes left in the half, 2nd and 12. They dump the ball off in the flats to this receiver. I come down and I just put it all in his chest. And then here on 3rd and 5, me and Steven had some slight miscommunication. The receiver makes the catch, but I come over and get the tackle. 14-7, we're in man coverage. I get back trying to bait up this route. The receiver made the catch, so I came down and I gave him a hit he'll never forget. 3rd and goal, trying to keep USC out of the end zone. My boy Noah comes down and he gets a great tackle on Caleb Williams. Crucial 4th down situation. 4 receivers split wide. Caleb Williams throws this ball into nowhere and we stop them on 4th and goal. Let's go. To kick off the second half, 1st and 10, I come from my side of the field. I catch this running back trying to find his way out and I get a great tackle on. I went to the locker room for the remainder of the 3rd third quarter with the bubble guts. I came back and we're blowing them out early in the fourth quarter. We get a stop here on 4th down. 3rd and 5 here in zone coverage. This receiver finds a hole in our zone and he makes a great catch and he secures the 1st down, but I do get the tackle. 3rd and 14, Caleb Williams is just desperate at this point. Throws this pick right at my boy Stevens. He caught it, walked out of bounds. Everybody knows this game is over. Just over 2 minutes left here in the Pac-12 championship, 2nd and 7. I come down on this route. I almost get this pick, but this receiver makes a great catch. I get back. Caleb Williams underthrows this ball. This receiver runs back and makes a great catch. I did get the tackle, but I should have got this pick. And in blowout fashion, we get a revenge win against USC here in the Pac-12 championship game. In no way or form did I play my best football today, but I do walk out of here with 11 big tackles. We are now 13-0, a blowout win at home against USC in the Pac-12 championship. Y'all boys know what this means. Jahmyr Gibbs of Alabama wins the Heisman. I came in at number 4, the only defensive player on this list, which is crazy. Shout out to all 70 of my first place voters, man. Even though we fell short of the Heisman, we do walk away with the Chuck McNarick Award for the 2nd year straight. We also walk away with the Bronco Nagurski for the 2nd year in a row. And also we walk away with the Jim Thorpe Award for the 2nd year straight as well. My trophy case is packed. Ohio State lost the Big Ten Conference Championship to Northwestern. And Louisville jumped up from number 3 to the number 2 team in the nation. We faced Louisville in the national championship game. Their defense is nothing to sleep on, and they averaged the 4th most points per game in the nation. Number 1 Oregon versus number 2 Louisville in the national championship game. This running back got hit, fell, got back up, and turned this into a 15-yard run. 1st down, we got man coverage. I come all the way back downfield, and I get a great tackle on this quarterback. With a 7-point lead halfway through the 1st quarter, this running back takes off. I get a good tackle, but he does secure the 1st down. 3rd and 2, up 10-0. Me and the guys get in the backfield, and we rock this running back, and we hold him to a negative 3-yard rush. 1st and 10, I've been watching film. I know exactly what play they're running. I come down and I take this running back off his feet. And then here on 2nd and 10, bro, I get back at the bait in this route. I catch a crazy one-handed pick. I run towards the end zone. I flip in for a pick 6. Up 24-0 here in the 1st half. This running back caught the ball out of the backfield. He gets steamrolled by my teammate on 3rd down. Let's go. Just over 3 minutes left here in the 1st half. My guys get in the backfield and get another great stop on 3rd down. We balling out of control today. And then here on 2nd down, I get back in my zone just a little too late. This receiver makes a great toe tapping catch on the sideline. 1st and 10, this receiver runs a great route. I got back a little late. I did get the tackle, but he routed me up crazy. And then here on 3rd down, we switched to man coverage right before the snap, and this receiver runs a great route to the sideline. Bro, I'm getting routed up by everybody right now. With a crazy 38-0 lead here in the 3rd quarter, I come down on this receiver. I get a great tackle on him. And here on 3rd and goal, this running back takes that handoff, and he walks his way straight into the end zone for Louisville's 1st touchdown of the game. In the kick off the 4th quarter, Louisville's quarterback throws a pick to my teammate, and he walks in for another pick 6. We're absolutely dominating right now. 3rd and 4, Louisville's quarterback throws a quick strike to their receiver. My teammate came down and got a great tackle to stop him just 1 yard short of the 1st down. And then here on 1st and 10, I tried to bait up this route. I get back just in time, but I misjudged the ball, and the receiver makes a great catch. 2nd and 5, we're in man coverage. Louisville's quarterback throws the quickest pass I've ever seen, and this receiver secures the 1st down and more. Here on 3rd and 9, the 4th string cornerback got a chance to get into the game, and he gave up a touchdown immediately, and Louisville walks in for their 2nd touchdown. And just like that, we blow Louisville out the water with a 55-14 win here in a national championship game. Coach held up that trophy, man. It was beautiful. And watching my teammates just be so excited, man, it brought tears to my eyes. 55-14 win over Louisville in the national championship game. That turned out way differently than I expected. But after such a great historical season here at Oregon, what else is there left for me to do here? We finished the season with an undefeated record. We got a dominating win in the national championship game. I finished the season as a top 5 candidate for the Heisman. I broke the single season interception record twice in back-to-back seasons. I broke the NCAA record for the most picks in a career in just 2 seasons. My career here at Oregon has been nothing short of amazing. Do I stay for my senior season? Do I enter the NFL draft? Or do I transfer to a different school and try to bring them a national championship? I mean, from top to bottom, my entire roster was loaded this season. Almost our entire defense were all Americans. And I single-handedly led the nation in picks. Taking a look at our roster, Ty Thompson, our sophomore star quarterback, will be returning next season. Our All-American running back, Byron Cardwell, will be returning for his senior season next year, so that's major. All of our top receivers will be returning next year for their senior season, which is crazy because that chemistry between them and Ty is going to be out of this world. world. Like, bro, even 6'6", 245-pound Terrence Ferguson will be returning for his senior year. Left tackle All-American senior Stephen Jones, he will be leaving next season. 6'5", 319-pound TJ Bass, All-American left guard, he'll be out of here as well. We will be getting junior Jackson Power Johnson back next season, so that is great. 6'6", 363-pound Lala Lulu will be returning next season. My boy gonna be out here balling. Senior Dawson Jaramillo will be leaving next season, so that's a big loss for the big boys up front. But my All-American brother Keon Ware Hudson will be returning next season, so that's a major plus. But my boy, senior All-American Brandon Dorless will be out of here, man. That's a major loss. He was a key piece of our success this season. Big 55 senior Taki Tiamani, he'll be out of here next season as well. A great key piece to this defense. We're gonna miss him for sure. But then you have my boy 44, aka Mr. Inconsistent. He'll be returning next year for his senior year. He was an All-American this season. My boy balled out. And of course, y'all know my boy, the one and only Noah Sewell, probably the best tackler on this team. He'll be returning back next season. Senior right outside linebacker Mace Funa, he'll be out of here next season. He was a major key to this defense this season. And then you have KJ Franks, All-American, Heisman candidate. Just a straight dog. Myself, I could return for my senior season as well. 6'4" free safety Brian Addison, he will be out of here next season as well. I mean, we're gonna miss the big boy back there. My brother Steve Stevens, dog, the senior All-American, he will be gone, bro. He is like probably my best friend on the team. I'm gonna miss my boy. I made a lot of great plays here at Oregon my junior season, making me a guaranteed first-round draft pick, snagging picks away from my teammates, breaking my own record I set the season before. I mean, it's just unheard of. Even though me and a lot of my teammates get into the NFL draft, I know after all we accomplished this season, they wouldn't have a problem returning back for our senior year. But another option on the table that I haven't thought too much about is transferring to a different school and trying to lead that team to a national championship. One huge decision to make. 3 options. I don't know which road to take. Return to Oregon for my senior season, enter the NFL draft, or transfer to a different school and try to lead that team to a national championship. Let me know. It was a tough decision, but I decided to return to Oregon for my senior year. Going into our first game of the season, we are ranked the #1 team in the nation, of course. Heading into our first game of the year against Michigan State, we have a 99 overall team. Season opener against Michigan State, this quarterback throws a dot to this receiver. He runs up the sideline and makes a huge play to kick off this game. Second and goal, we're in man coverage. Running back gets the toss. 44 come down and he get a forced fumble. He going crazy already. Third and goal, quarterback in the gun. This receiver run across the middle of the field. He makes a good catch, but I come over and get the tackle. Now it's 4th and goal. My teammates hyping me up. They already know I'm finna ball out today. 2nd and 6, this running back tried to take off and we get in the backfield. We get him for a great -4-yard rush. And here on 3rd and 10 with a 14-3 lead, this receiver burns me deep and he makes a great catch. I get the tackle, but I have to be more disciplined in man coverage. 1st and 10, we're in zone coverage. I completely abandon my zone. I go in for a tackle on this quarterback. I get there just a second too late and he makes a great pass. 1st and goal, I know it's a run. I shoot straight into the backfield and I get a great tackle on this running back to keep him from going anywhere. And then here on 2nd and goal, we're in zone coverage. This QB throws a quick strike to this receiver and they score their first touchdown of the game. But to cap off the first quarter, 3rd and 5, I bait up this route. I get back. I get an insane one-handed pick. My first pick of my senior year. Let's go. 1st and 10, I abandon my zone early, but I see this receiver coming over. I get back, get another one-handed pick, back-to-back one-handers. 2nd and 11 with a 14-point lead. Michigan State's QB takes off. I come from my side of the field. I get a great tackle, but he made a 21-yard gain. 3rd and goal, down here in the red zone. Michigan State runs a read option. This QB keeps it, takes off, and they score touchdown number 2 of the day. Up 31-17, 1st and 10. My teammate decided to get in on some of the action. He gets a pick 6, man. We running up the score early on Michigan State. 3rd and 10, a minute left in the half. I bait up this route, get back down. I get pick number 3 of the day. I spin out of this tackle, bro. I'm going crazy. At this point, the game is just a blowout. 1st and 10, I get back from my zone. I come down, I get a great hit on this huge receiver. At this point, I'm just on fire. 3rd and 1, I come down after baiting this route up. I get pick number 4, my 3rd one-handed pick of the game, bro. I'm going for the record. And just like that, I break my own record I set last season with 4 picks in the game with 5 in the first game of the season this year. Real quick, I'm snapping out of KJ mode for a second to let y'all boys know I did catch 6 picks. I broke the NCAA record for most picks in a single game. It was 5 picks and I broke it with 6. I didn't get the actual clip, so this is like a replay of it. But yeah, back to KJ mode. And just like that, we get a blowout win against Michigan State on the road. And of course, I get player of the game after balling out the way I did. After a 6 interception game, the record-breaking performance, we moved down on the Heisman ladder and potentially moving out of the Heisman race. Wow. But on the bright side, me and my boy Byron Cardwell, we're both in the Heisman race and we both got players of the week in week 2. Let's go. We opened up our first home game against Cal. My boy getting a pick right here on this play. He tried to take it in. He got tackled short but made a great play. 1st and 10 with a 14-0 lead early in the first quarter. I get in the backfield. I get a great tackle on this running back before he can take this play really anywhere. 2nd and 7, I get back. I bait up this route. This receiver runs back towards the ball. He knows I'm about to get this pick. He made a great catch, but I made a great tackle as well. 2nd and a very long 19. This running back gets the handoff. I set a couple blocks. I come over, get the tackle, but after he makes this a 9-yard gain. 3rd and 10. I bait up this route. I turn my back to the quarterback. I come down, get a crazy leaping catch. I run down into the end zone. I flip in for a pick 6. With a 25-point lead here early in the second quarter, I bait up this route again, and I get back. I drop what would have been my 2nd pick of the game. We need to stop down here in the red zone. 3rd and goal. This quarterback throws a great pass, but my guy gets down and he stopped this receiver short of the touchdown. After scoring a touchdown on the kickoff, Cal goes for 2. We strap up every single route on the field. My boys get back and get the sack. We going crazy. 3rd and 10, halfway through the 3rd quarter, my guy gets down. He gets a great tackle on this receiver, stopping him short of the 1st down. We making plays today. Let's go. 30 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. I bait up this route. I get back towards the sideline. I get a crazy toe tapping catch to make this pick number 2 of the game. After the play, me and my boy Now, we getting lit, man. We dominating the day at the crib. Let's go. 1st and 10 here in the 4th quarter. We're in man coverage. I bait up this route. This would have been pick number 3 of the day. I didn't go for it, but I do secure a great tackle. And then here on 3rd and inches, zone coverage, my boy 9 decided to catch him a pick today, bro. Everybody is eating today. This game is pretty much over, but we're not letting up. 4th and goal, my boy come down and he smacks this running back, denying him this touchdown. A 56-12 blowout win at the crib against Cal, bro. We're playing out of our minds already and the season just started. And I leave out of here today with a very light 5 tackles and 2 picks. On the road against Stanford, this game is not going to be sweet, and they opened up the game with a crazy run. Their running back is already trying to tear us up. But my response to that great run is baiting up this route, coming down and getting pick number 1 of the game already in the 1st quarter. You know I had to thank the man above for blessing me with these abilities to make these type of plays. 2nd and 7 here early in the 1st quarter. This running back takes off. I come all the way across the field. I get a great tackle, but he secures the 1st down. Big 3rd and 5. Stanford runs the screen. I come back across the field. I came down, got a tackle on this running back before he can get the 1st down. 1st and 10. We're in zone coverage. I come down after the running back got the pitch. I took the worst of this, but I did make a great tackle. With only a 4-point lead going into the 2nd half, I tried to bait up my zone. This QB threw a strike. I do get down to make the tackle, but this could have easily been a pick 6. With under 2 minutes left in this half, the running back gets the ball. My boys decimate him, cause the forced fumble, and we scoop it up and we give offense a chance to go down and score. Offense did nothing with the ball, but 1st and 10, we give them even better field position with my boy 21 getting a sideline toe tapping pick. Now up 21-10, under a minute left in this half, bro. My teammate sent this receiver flying, bro. This didn't even look real. 1st and 10, less than a minute left in this half. This receiver runs a go route. He catches this bomb for a touchdown. I have to do better in man coverage. I can't give up plays like this. 3rd and 5, I get absolutely routed up by this receiver. This QB throws a beautiful ball and they make a big play. 1st and 10, I come out the line, I shed this block, and I get a nasty hit on this running back in the backfield. 3rd and 20, I get back in zone coverage. This receiver runs a route to the sideline. I get over. I get a crazy toe tapping pick to give offense great field position to go down and score. After that toe tapper, man, you know my boy is turning me up after that play. Now up 41-24, 1st and goal. Stanford's running back walks in for an easy touchdown. This game is far from over. 1st and 10, I get back in man coverage. This QB throws an oblivious pick. I refuse to go down easy after catching that one, bro. Let's go. I'm making big plays today. After the pick, Stanford answers back. This running back runs through my entire defense. He walks into the end zone for a crazy crazy touchdown. This was just outright embarrassing. Of course, offense went down and scored. 1st and 10, bro. My guys get in the backfield. They get a strip sack on this QB. We're stepping up, making plays when it matters the most. Stanford decides to go for it on 4th and 22. I get back in my zone. My instincts take over, and I get back and make the greatest one-handed pick I've ever made in my career. We get a great 51-38 win over Stanford on the road. I finished this game with a light 7 tackles and 4 big-time picks. After a huge win on the road against Stanford, me and my boy Byron Cardwell make our way to number 1 and the number 2 spot in the Heisman race. I have 12 picks throughout the first 3 games. Let's see how many picks we can have by the end of the season. After that game, I earned enough coach trust to be a team leader. This allows me to have a little more control, somewhat of a coach on the field. After the first 3 games, me and my boy Noah rise right back up into the top 5 tackle leaders in the nation. Next week, we have a home game against Georgia State. This is going to be a complete blowout, probably our easiest game of the season. I'm definitely aiming to put up at least 4 to 5 picks so I can take over the number 1 spot in the Heisman race over my teammate Byron Cardwell. We are currently undefeated at home against Georgia State, and we open up this game with a smooth little 3 and out. 3rd and 9, we're in zone coverage. I had to pick between one of these 2 routes to jump. I didn't jump the right one. The receiver caught the ball. He secured the 1st down. 2nd and 3, 3 receivers split wide. I get back in man coverage. This QB launches this ball. I come over and I get pick number 1 of the game. After a pick this early in the game, you know me and the boys hype after that one. 1st and 10, we're in man coverage. I'm feeling good. I want another pick. I get back. I just missed the pick window, but I came down, got a great tackle. Big 3rd and 7, I second guess jumping the screen. I came down and I sent this running back to his maker. My boy Noah trying to turn me up after that big hit. He said, let's go. 3rd and 18, I get back in my zone. QB launches this ball. I catch a crazy pick number 2 of the quarter. I get tackled, but bro, I'm going crazy already. The boys hyping me up after that pick. They know I'm about to put on the show today. 2nd and 12, this QB tried to catch me by surprise. He throws the ball so quick, even the receiver couldn't react. He knew better. 1st and 10, 3 receivers split wide. We're in man coverage. The QB takes off. I came down, got a great tackle after he makes a good 5-yard rush. 1st and 10, we're in man coverage. I bait up this route, get back down. I get pick number 3 of the day. I take off, run towards the end zone. I dive in for my first pick 6 of the day. I'm going crazy. I'm feeling untouchable after that pick 6. This is how you kick off a game. And on the very next possession on 3rd down, my teammate gets the pick, bro. Everybody is going crazy today. 2nd and 10 with a 20-0 lead. This receiver takes off the line. The QB throws a great ball. I get back and get the tackle, but that was a great play by them. And here on 2nd and 4, they run the read option. I get down and I lay this receiver flat. And here on 1st and goal, I get back, I play my zone perfectly, but the QB takes off. He makes a great run and he gets in for Georgia State's first touchdown. 2nd and 9, I get back in my zone. The receiver caught the ball. I come down, I get a big hit on that boy. With a 34-7 lead, 3rd and 5, I get back. I try baiting up this route. I get back a little bit too late, but I do knock this ball out. This is great defense by me. 3rd and 5, we're in zone coverage. I get back, I abandon my zone. This receiver goes up top and he catches this ball on my head. I couldn't believe he made this catch. After he caught the ball, I hit him so hard, I might have just ended his football career. So we all good. 1st and 10, we're in zone coverage. I get back in my zone. GSU's quarterback takes off. I get back down and I clean his plate. The 24-point lead late in the 3rd quarter. My boy Noah comes through and he rocks his running back, causing a forced fumble. That was a nasty big hit. 3rd and 15, we're in zone coverage. I get back. This QB launches this ball. I get back in the perfect position and I drop what would have been pick number 4 of the day. We walk out of here today with a 62-10 win against Georgia State. We expected nothing less. And I had a great game today. 9 tackles, 2 for loss, 3 picks, 1 was a pick 6. We balled out. Number 1 Oregon versus number 3 Ohio State. We're both undefeated. We opened up this game with a big hit on CJ Stroud. We have to set the tone early. Here early in the 1st quarter, 3rd and 11, CJ launches this ball. My boy get back and he knocks this ball down. Great coverage by my DB. Now with a 7-point lead, 1st and 10, CJ keeps this ball in his option. I come down, I get a great tackle on just a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8, we're in zone coverage. This running back got the handoff. He run through my teammate. I came down, got a good tackle, but that's a big boy running that ball. 3rd and 2, I'm baiting up this route in the flats. I get down, I get a 360 left-handed pick. I make my way towards the end zone. I flip in for a pick 6. This was crazy. I'm trying to make a statement against Ohio State. 1st and 10 with a 14-0 lead. I get back in my zone. My teammate came over and he saved me from this big play. 1st and 10, this receiver goes in motion. He gets the jet sweep, but I read it like a book. I came through and I got a nasty hit. I'm unleashing the beast on little Ohio State, man. I'm feeling good, but I ain't done turning up. 1st and 10, we up 17-0 at the end of the 1st quarter. I get back, I get over, and I get pick number 2 of the quarter. Let's go. Come Coming out the field, coach pat me on the back and he lets me know I'm balling out of control today. And here in a big third down situation, the guys get in the backfield, they get a great sack on CJ Stroud, man. We stepping up, making big plays all day today. And here on 1st and 10, I abandoned my zone. I came back down. This running back carries me out of bounds, tosses me, and secures the first down. Under 2 minutes left in the half, 1st and 10, CJ Stroud connects with one of his receivers for a huge play. We cannot give up plays like this going into the half. And here on 1st and 10, Ohio State's running back gets the handoff. He obliterates my teammate, but I come over and I get the clean up. I cannot let my boy go outside like that. And here on 2nd and 2, I do a terrible job at containing this run. My teammate do an even worse job, and they walk in for their first touchdown of the day. Ohio State is trying to crawl their way back into the game, and we hold them only to 6 points on this possession after the failed 2-point conversion attempt. And here on 1st and 10, I meet this running back in the backfield, and he takes me for a 6-yard ride, bro. This was a great play by him, but I have to tackle. We're in zone coverage. I sit patiently, I get back down, and I absolutely murder CJ Stroud. 3rd and 6, I leave my zone. I come back down, I stand this tight end up, and I carry him out of bounds, but he gets the first down. 2nd and 10, we're in zone coverage. Trey Henderson got the handoff. I came down and I laid that boy out. This was a big hit. And here on 1st and 10, I get back in man coverage, bait up this route, get back, get pick number 3 of the day, and I run in for pick 6 number 2 of the day. Tell Stroud he's my son. This could have easily been pick number 4 of the day, but I get down just in time to get a great tackle. Now with a 38-6 lead, late in the 3rd quarter, this receiver caught this ball, but I came down and I made sure he paid for that catch. 1st and 10 now here early in the 4th quarter. This receiver catches a quick ball. I come down, I get a great tackle on him. I get back in my zone. I read this play like a book, but I second guess my decision and I miss out on the 4th pick of the day. 3rd and goal, under 5 minutes left in this quarter. CJ runs an option. He takes off and he gets into the end zone for just their 2nd touchdown of the day. And somehow with under a minute left in this game, Ohio State is back in the red zone and CJ Stroud swerves his way back into the end zone for touchdown number 3 of the day. But it's all good. We walk out of here with an 18-point lead on the road against Ohio State. This was a statement game for us. I played probably my most complete game this season with 12 tackles, 3 for loss, and 3 picks. After a dominant win on the road against Ohio State, I am now the leading candidate for the Heisman so far throughout this year. We got a game against Colorado coming up on the road. We finna ball out and continue this dominant streak. I switched up the drip in this road game against Colorado, but I opened up the game 1st and 10, giving up a big reception. 2nd and 7, we're in zone coverage, bro. My boy Noah came through and he obliterated this running back on this play. 2nd and 10, we're in man coverage down here in the red zone. My guys get in the back. They get a strip sack on this quarterback as he tried to take off. They recovered, but bro, that was a great play. With a 4-point lead here early in the 1st quarter, I meet this running back in the hole and I lay him down. 1st and 10 with only a 4-point lead here in the 1st quarter. This QB kept the ball. I came down. I got a great tackle for -4 yards. You know the guys hyping me up. They finna wake the monster already. And here on 3rd and 14, I get back. We're in zone. I come down on this route. I almost get this pick. I bobbled it, but man, that would have been a great play. But you know I had to make up for that play. 2nd and 7, I bait up this route. Get back. I get my 1st pick of the game. I stay in bounds. I run into the end zone and I get pick 6 number 1 of the day. My boy 11 turning me up. And here on 2nd and 10, we're in zone coverage. This QB takes off for a great run. I come all the way over and I get a good tackle, but he made a great 7-yard gain. With a 21-3 lead here halfway through the 2nd quarter, we strap up every route on the field and my boy gets in the backfield. He gets a great sack on this quarterback. 1st and 10, under 3 minutes left in the half. I tried baiting him this route. I got back just a little too late, but I made sure this receiver paid for this catch. 1st and 10, under 2 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. My guy gets over. He gets a great pick. He stays in bounds. He tried to take it up the sideline. He got tackled, but bro, what a great play. Now up 35-3, under a minute left in the 2nd quarter. My guy struggled to bring this running back down, but you know I'm cleaned up crew. I came through and I secured the tackle. But here on 1st and 10 in zone coverage, this QB throws a dot. This receiver lays out for a tremendous catch. And right before the half, bro, this receiver makes an insane toe tapping catch in the back of the end zone to score TD number 1 of the day for Colorado. A 35-10 lead here. 2nd and 5, this quarterback throws a dot across the middle of the field. We got the tackle, but bro, that was a great play. And then here on 3rd and 4, I get back, I bait up this route, I come back down, I get my 2nd pick of the day, I run towards the end zone and I swerve my way in for pick 6 number 2 of the day. Now with a 32-point lead here early in the 3rd quarter, I don't get down quick enough to get the pick, but I do break up this pass with great defense by me if I do say so myself. 1st and 10, under 3 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. This running back caught the ball out of the backfield. I came down, I left little bro bamboozled after this big hit. This running back quarterback got the handoff, and he walks in for Colorado's second touchdown on the day. 1st and 10, we're in zone coverage, now we're up 56-17. My boy Six decided to get him a pick. He couldn't really take it nowhere, but man, what a great play by my boy. I'm so proud of the freshman, man. But you know I got to show the freshman who Big Bro is, man. 2nd and 18, I get back. Bait up this route, I catch pick number 3 of the day. I run down and I hurdle in for pick 6, number 3 of the day. But even with us dropping 70 points, bro, Colorado is still kicking. This QB takes off and he launches this ball into the back of the end zone, and this receiver makes a great toe tapping catch. Both sides of the ball played phenomenal today. And your boy KJ leaves out of Colorado with a very light 8 tackles, 1 for loss, and 3 pick sixes. That's 21 points from just me alone. One of the best quarterbacks in the nation, Caleb Williams in USC, versus the Heisman frontrunner, KJ Franks, on the road against Oregon. Undefeated matchup here at home against USC, and we open up this game with a big hit on Caleb Williams. I'm not playing with him today. 2nd down here, I check our defense into a zone. I meet this running back in the hole. We get a weird collision, but I do get the tackle. 1st and 10, just over 7 minutes left in this first quarter, bro. My guy gets in the back. He gets a great sack on Caleb Williams. We got to set the tone early. It's 2nd and a very long 17. We get back in our zones, bro. My teammate came down and he swats his ball away. That was a great athletic play by my boy. And on the very next play, 3rd and 17, I bait up this route. I get back, but me and the receiver both went for the catch and end up just being a drop. 3rd and 6, this running back gets hit, fumbles the ball. My teammate scoops it up and walks into the end zone to give us an early 21-0 lead on USC. 1st and 10, 3 receivers split wide. Caleb Williams dropped his ball off to this receiver. My teammate struggled, but I came down and I shored up the tackle. 2nd and 3, we're in zone coverage. This running back caught the ball in my zone. I came down, got a good tackle, but he did secure the 1st down. And here on 3rd and 12, we're in man coverage. I leave my man, I come down, and I get a weird collision with this receiver, but we do get a great stop here on 3rd down. That big hit is going to force USC to kick the field goal, so I'm hyped. Now with a 28-6 lead here early in the 3rd quarter, Caleb Williams throws his first pick of the game to my boy 21. This was a great play. 2nd and 6 here with just over 7 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Caleb Williams dumped his ball off into the flats. My boy came down and got a great tackle. Now with a 42-6 lead, 1st and 10, Caleb Williams has nowhere to throw this ball. He takes off, but he gets hit hard by my teammate. And here on 2nd and 10, we're in zone coverage. Caleb Williams dropped back to throw this ball, but my teammate gets back. He gets a -7-yard sack. 4th and 8 here, just over 7 minutes left in the 4th quarter. My teammate comes down and he gets a great pass breakup to cause the turnover on down. 1st and 10, just over 3 minutes left in the 4th quarter. I came down, hit this receiver hard, causing a forced fumble. This is my first big play of the game. The forced fumble was the milkshake, but knowing I just cracked 3 of this receiver's ribs was the cherry on top. We hold USC to only 2 field goals. We walk out of here with a 63-6 dub. USC did everything they could to avoid me today, and I walk out of here with a very light 8 tackles, 1 for loss, and a forced fumble. We got that all white on the road against ASU, and they opened up with a dot across the middle on 3rd and 10, but it wasn't enough for the 1st down. 1st and 10, we're in zone coverage. This QB drops back, he launches this ball, and this receiver lays out for an amazing 43-yard reception. 1st and 10, just over 7 minutes left in the 1st quarter. This receiver caught this ball, broke a tackle, but I came over and got him out right before he walked in for the touchdown. But here on 1st and goal, I do a terrible job at sealing the edge, and this running back walks in for touchdown number 1 of the day. 1st and 10, just over 5 minutes left in the 1st quarter. We're in man coverage. My boy Dante swats this ball down. It should have been an easy pick, but it was a great play. Now with a tied 7-7 game, I get back in my zone. I thought about jumping this route. I didn't, but this quarterback dumps the ball off. I came down and get a great tackle. 2nd and 10, I drop back in my zone, and this easily has to be the weirdest fumble in the history of football. Now with a 13-7 lead, 2nd and 6, we came down and got a great hit on this quarterback for a -2-yard rush. I'm talking trash to this quarterback, and my teammate hyped me up. It's finna be a great day. We finna ball out. Speaking of ball out, ASU's quarterback dots up this receiver, and they score touchdown number 2 of the day, making it a 14-13 game. And here on 2nd and 3, this running back takes off for a great run, but he definitely paid the price. And here on 3rd and 2, I get back. I get pick number 1 of the game. I tried to take this one back for 6, but they get me out of bounds before I could take it all the way in. But this was a great play. And with that pick, I break the single season interception record for the 3rd year in a row. This is the 2nd time I broke my own record. I stepped into the camera to let everybody at home know I'm him. A little over a minute left in the first half, 3rd and 17. I play my man horribly. I get back, I get the tackle after he makes a really good gain. Now with a 20-14 lead here early in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback takes off. He gets hit, fumbles the ball, and we give offense some great field position. Here on 2nd and 10, we're in man coverage. I came down and I absolutely obliterate this running back with this hit. A very key 3rd and 6 situation. I came down after this receiver caught this ball and I hit him hard. Now with a 34-14 lead here late in the 3rd quarter, QB takes off. I came back down. I got a huge hit. I made sure he paid for that first down. But here on 2nd and 13, this running back got the handoff and he makes his way all the way down to the 1-yard line, making this a 1st and goal. I sat out the next play. ASU went in and scored a touchdown, but I came back in the game on the next possession and I get a great tackle on this running back. 2nd and 1, this QB kept the ball on this read option. He makes a great play, but I came down and got an even better hit. But to cap off the 3rd quarter, I jump this route. I get pick number 2 of the day. I take off towards the end zone for a pick 6. Now with a 20-point lead, 2nd and 7, this QB takes off again. I hit him hard. I'm trying to tell this dude stay in the pocket, but this game is far from over. ASU's quarterback has a wide open receiver and he walks in for another touchdown here early in the 4th quarter. But even with a 20-point lead, this game is still a shootout. This ASU receiver walks in for a late 4th quarter touchdown. But we do walk out of here on the road against Arizona State with a 48-35 win. I have a great bounce back game with 9 tackles, 1 for loss, 2 picks, and 1 very important pick 6. We back at the crib against 6-2 Utah. This is a great football team and they open up this game doing great things with this big play by this running back. Now here on 2nd and 7 with a 7-3 lead, this QB throws a bomb to this receiver. He makes a great catch for a huge reception. 2nd and 10, this play caught me by surprise. This running back gets this weird counter. He takes off, he gets the first down, but I came over and secured the tackle. And here on 1st and goal, Utah's running back takes the handoff and he bulldozes his way in to take the lead here early in the 1st quarter. Key 3rd and 3 situation. This receiver runs a great route. He stuns my DB, but he got back and made a great tackle. Now with only a 4-point lead, 2nd and 12 on this option play, my guys get in the back and they stop this play before it can go anywhere. In a very important 3rd down situation, this QB throws a strike across the middle to this receiver, but my boy hits him hard to hold him short of the 1st down. 2nd and 13, just over 7 minutes left in the 1st half. I come from my side of the field. I get a great tackle on this running back. A big 3rd and 7 situation. This QB had forever to throw the ball. He tried to hit this receiver deep, but my safety came down and he knocked this ball loose. And here on 2nd and 5, I bait up this route just a little bit. I get back and I get my first pick of the game. I get tripped up, but I'm making big plays early in this game. And of course, shout out to the most supportive teammates in college football. Going into the 2nd half with the score being 14-10, here on 2nd down, my teammates get a great sack on this quarterback. And on the very next play, 3rd and 19, they get back and they get another great sack on this quarterback. The boy is balling out today. And here on the last play of the 1st half, I try to get a sack of my own, but the QB ends up launching this ball in the coverage and he throws his 2nd pick of the game. Now with an 11-point lead here early in the 3rd quarter, my boys get a great stop here on 3rd down. 2nd and 8, this game is slowly turning into a blowout. I came back down, I get a good tackle on this receiver. We're in man coverage. This receiver got a slight step on the inside on me, but I do come back down and I knock this ball loose. This was a great play by me. And here on 3rd and 5, bro, this receiver ran a route that I've never seen before, stops me dead in my tracks, makes a great catch, but I do hold him short of the touchdown. But here on 2nd and goal, I do a great job containing this run and keeping this running back from walking into the end zone for an easy touchdown. I'm finally starting to show some discipline in the run game down here in the red zone. But here on 4th and goal, the entire defense shows great discipline as we get a sack right here, forcing a turnover on down. And we get a 31-10 dub here at home against a great Utah team. After I caught that first pick, they avoided me pretty much the rest of the game, but I leave out of here with a light 6 tackles, 1 for loss, and a pick. Back-to-back home games here against Washington State. We're in that all yellow and we open up this game with a pretty good tackle on this running back. 1st and 10 here, we're in man coverage. My boy 6 opened up this game with a pick here on the first possession, putting offense in great field position to go down and score. Now with a 7-0 lead here early in the 1st quarter, 2nd and 10, this receiver makes a great diving catch. 1st and 10, we're in man coverage. I get back, this QB takes off. He breaks the tackle, but I came down and delivered a hit that I knew he wouldn't break. A little over 6 minutes left in this 1st quarter. I'm baiting up this route. I come down, I almost get this pick, but I just knock it loose for an incompletion. But I make up for it on the very next play, catching the pick here on the sideline. I finesse my way up the field and I walk in for a pick 6. I'm telling the home crowd to turn me up. Let's go. Now with a 14-point lead here early in the 1st quarter, 2nd and 6, I hold this running back to only a 4-yard gain. Just under 2 minutes left in this 1st quarter, this QB took off. We hit him hard, causing a forced fumble, giving offense great field position. And on the last play of the 1st quarter, one of our backup corners checked into the game and he gets his first first career pick. He almost took this in for 6. The nightmare continues for WSU as one of my boys get in the back and they get a strip sack on their quarterback. 3rd and 25, I jump this route. I get a crazy 360 left-handed pick. This is arguably one of the best picks of my entire football career. Now with a 56-point lead, 2nd and 16, I'm baiting up my zone. I didn't get there for the pick, but I made a good tackle. With a 63-point lead here in the 4th quarter, we add insult to injury, and we get a great stop here on 3rd down. And to cap it all off, I came down and knocked the Mario coins out of this quarterback. And we send WSU home with an embarrassing 70-7 loss. This was a cakewalk for me and my guys. And I finished out here today with a light 8 tackles, 1 for loss, and 2 major picks. We in this all white on this road game against number 13 ranked Washington, and we opened up with a great tackle on this running back. 2nd and 6, we're in man coverage. I completely whiffed this tackle, and this running back turns this into an amazing play. I need to tackle better. 1st and 10 with only 2 receivers split wide. This running back takes the handoff. He takes me for a ride after I made contact. I have to tackle better. A little over 7 minutes left here in this 1st quarter. We get back. We get a strip sack on this quarterback, and now offense can take over around the 15-yard line. 2nd and inches, we're in man coverage. I follow my receiver all the way across the field, and I almost picked off my teammate's man's route. And here on 2nd and 4, we in zone coverage. My teammate jumped the wrong route, and this receiver turned this short catch into a huge play. 1st and 10, we got trips on the outside of the field, and this QB hits this receiver wide open in the end zone. Now with a 14-7 lead here late in the 1st quarter, this QB just lobs this ball out of bounds. He knew better than to throw at me. And here on 3rd and 12, I check our defense into a zone, and we get a great stop here on 3rd down, causing a 4th and 3. 2nd and 12, I'm coming over trying to make this tackle. This fullback lays me out, and this running back makes a huge gain. But I answer back on the very next play, getting into the backfield with my teammate. We get a great tackle for loss. Come on now, you know my boys hyping me up after a big play like that. Here on 2nd and 13, bro, we strap up every route on the field. This QB has forever to throw this ball. He finally gets rid of it to this receiver, and he makes a huge play. 2nd and 10, this running back does the impossible. He breaks multiple tackles, and he just seems to be immune to contact, and he turns this into a huge play. But I'm going to make sure to protect this 14-point lead. This receiver runs across the field. I come across and I get my first pick of the game, but we just can't seem to slow down Washington's run game, and this running back takes off for a huge play. Just under 30 seconds left in this 1st half. This receiver runs a very quick route, but I made sure he paid for this reception. The last play of this 1st half, I'm thinking they're gonna go deep, try to score a touchdown, but they do the complete opposite, and I hit this receiver hard. 1st and 10, I kick off this 2nd half by sending this running back on a helicopter ride. 1st and 10, I tried to do everything in my power to bait up this route, but this quarterback ended up hitting this receiver for a great catch. 1st and 10, this QB keeps the ball on his read option. I came across and I got a good tackle on him before he can take off anywhere. Just over 8 minutes left in this 3rd quarter. 2nd and 6, they run a quick screen play, but I came down and I hit this receiver hard. A very important 3rd and 5 situation. My boy Noah gets in the backfield, and he makes a great play by getting a tackle on this running back. And here my teammates get in the back, and they turn this 2nd and 16 into a 3rd and 22. What a great play by my defense. And on this 3rd and 22, I do a terrible job at playing my zone. This receiver makes a great catch, and he turns this play into a big one. But after giving up that big play, I take my frustrations out on this running back, and I lay him out in this hole. And here on a very important 3rd and 7, my teammate don't jump this route like he's supposed to, but I almost did, but they made a huge gain on this play. Another very important 3rd down situation, my teammate jumps the wrong route again, and he gives up another huge play. Now down here in the red zone, 2nd and goal, this QB delivers a strike across the middle, and Washington scores another touchdown. And Washington decides to go for 2, and I have the easiest tackle of my career to stop them from getting in, and I completely whiff it. Under a minute left in this 3rd quarter, this receiver goes deep. I completely misjudge this ball. He makes a great catch. I'm playing sloppy football right now. 1st and 10, down here in the red zone, I meet this running back in the hole. He tried to turn away, but I get a great tackle on him. The very first play of the 4th quarter, we get a great stop here on 3rd down, forcing a 4th and 8. The game tied at 21. This QB launches this ball into coverage, and my boy 6 comes away with his first pick of the game. What a great play by the freshman. Offense went down to score, giving us a 7-point lead, and here on 2nd down, my boy Noah came through and got a great tackle. 3rd and 10, they try to run the screen, and we're all over it. My guy comes down, he gets a tackle shutting this play down. And here on 3rd and 8, my boy 8 gets a pick, and he puts offense in great field position to go down and score, but we are balling out right now as a defense. Just over 3 minutes left in this game, my boy came down and got a great hit on this receiver, forcing an incompletion. Now with a 10-point lead, Washington makes a great play here on the 4th and 1 to get the 1st down. But here on 1st and 10, they let us know not to sleep and that this game is far from over by making this huge play. And here on 2nd and 10, Washington continues to fight and this receiver makes a great run out the catch. We have to tighten up before we lose this game. First and goal, just over 2.5 minutes left in this game. We get a great tackle on this running back, allowing him to go nowhere on this play. I sat out the rest of this drive due to a minor injury, but I watched my guys get a great stop here on third down. And on the very last play of the game, this receiver makes arguably the greatest catch in the history of the sport of football. We barely escaped out of Washington with a 10-point win. This game was an absolute dogfight. Our final game of the regular season against Oregon State, and we opened up getting a 7-yard sack on this quarterback. 3rd and 17, we're in man coverage. Both of these receivers ran great routes, but it's not enough to get the first down. But I came out here today on straight business. 1st and 10, I bait up this route, get back down, I get my first pick of the game, and I take off towards the end zone for an amazing pick 6. Y'all know my teammates hyping me up, man. Let's go. With a 20-0 lead here in the first quarter, bro, this receiver goes up top and makes an amazing catch on my DB. 1st and 10, it's a QB design run. This quarterback takes off, breaks the tackle, but I stop him short before he can get into the end zone. And here on 3rd and 3, I don't know how, but this running back runs through all contact and he scores a touchdown. And here on a key 3rd and 5 situation, my boy Noah came through and he lights up this tight end. Just over 5 minutes left in the first half. This QB takes off. He makes a pretty big play, but I came through and got a great tackle. And here on 3rd and 2, we're in man coverage, but my guys came down and got a great hit on this running back before he can secure this first down. Now with a 20-point lead right before the 3rd quarter, we force an incompletion. This QB had nowhere to throw the ball. 3rd and 9, this receiver caught this ball. He takes off. He almost secures his first down, but I get the tackle and stop him just an inch short. Just over 6 minutes left here in this 3rd quarter. I'm baiting up this route a little too much. This receiver made a great catch, but I came down and got the tackle. And here on 2nd and 5, we're in man coverage. My teammate does a terrible job trying to make a play on this ball, but I came through and secured the tackle for my boy. And here on 1st and 10, we're in man coverage. This receiver runs a great route. I got the tackle, but that route was filthy. Just over a minute left here in the 3rd quarter. They run the jet sweep. I came across, so I read it like a book. I get a great tackle. Now with a 34-7 lead here in the 4th quarter, this receiver caught this ball. I came down and I delivered a big hit. And I bait up this route, come down, I get my 2nd pick of the day, take off towards the end zone, and I hurdle in for pick 6 number 2. Even though we're absolutely destroying Oregon State, they continue to fight. This running back catches this ball and walks in for touchdown number 2 of the day. And just like that, we get a great blowout win at home against Oregon State. And I walk out of here today with 9 tackles and 2 pick 6s. I balled out. And just like that, we achieved back-to-back undefeated seasons here at Oregon. I finished the regular season with 99 tackles. And I finished just 1 pick shy of 30 interceptions in a single season. Before we advance into bowl season, currently I am still the front runner for the Heisman. Next week, this will be updated. We're going to see where I land. 1 game away from back-to-back national championship appearances, and we open up this game batting down this deep ball from this quarterback. 2nd and 10 here, they got 5 split wide. This receiver caught this ball and turned this play into a huge game. And here on 1st and 10, we're in zone coverage. We strap up every route on the field. This QB had nowhere to throw the ball, and he gets sacked for 8 yards. 1st and 10, they run the jet sweep. We hold this play to a -2-yard gain, and I stand over him, letting him know we came to ball today. With 8 minutes left in this 1st quarter, my teammate makes a great play on the ball. He almost got this sideline pick. And on UCLA's very next offensive possession, they make a great play downfield. This receiver made a great catch. And here on 1st and 10, we're in zone coverage. They answer back with another big play across the middle to this receiver. Now down here in the red zone, 2nd and goal, this running back breaks the tackle and he walks into the end zone, and they take an early 10-0 lead. Offense turned the ball over and put UCLA right back in the red zone, and this quarterback walks in for another touchdown. And just like that, we're down 17-0 here early in the 1st quarter, but my guys get back and they get a great tackle here on 2nd down. 3rd and 5 here, we're in zone coverage. This receiver makes an amazing one-handed catch. I'm surprised one of my guys didn't knock his screwballs loose on this one. 2nd and 4, we're in man coverage. I do a terrible job baiting up this route. I do get down to make a tackle, but I gave up the first down. A huge 3rd down situation to kick off the 2nd quarter. My guys come down and make a great play to keep them from getting the first down. Offense finally went down and scored, making this a 17-7 game, but 2nd and 18, the guys get a much needed sack on this quarterback. 3rd and 17, we're in zone coverage. We need to make a big play, and just about every member of my secondary had a hand on this ball, and nobody picked this off. Just under 4 minutes left in the first half, we get a great stop here on 3rd down, forcing a 4th and 2. And just before the 2nd half, offense went down and scored to shorten up this lead, and we get another great sack on this quarterback. 2nd and 18 here, what looks to be a great play turns out to be a defensive pass interference by my boy Jaleel. He got hands on this running back just a little too early. 2nd and 5 here, this receiver makes a great catch across the middle, but I deliver a hit that's going to give him more CTE than Antonio Brown. And on the very last play of the first half, this receiver makes an insane catch, breaks the tackle, walks into the end zone for a jaw-dropping touchdown. Now down 10 points points to kick off the second half. I get back in my zone and I drop a very important momentum shifting pick. But on the very next play, I'm baiting up my zone a little bit. My teammate came over, he stole my pick. He almost took it back for 6, but what a great play by my teammate. Now only being down 3 points, 3rd and 3, I came down trying to make this tackle. I get treated like a baby, but my teammates do get to stop. Here to kick off the 4th quarter, we have our first lead of the game. My teammates getting it back. They get an amazing sack on this quarterback on 3rd down. And on UCLA's next possession, my teammate gets a negative 3-yard tackle on this running back. What a great play by my boy. Just over 8 minutes left here in the 4th quarter. We get a great stop here on 3rd down. My boys are really stepping up and playing hard right now. 2nd and 7 here, just over 6.5 minutes left in this game. And once again, my guys step up, make a great play. I'm loving the way my defense is playing right now. But UCLA continues to fight here on 3rd down. They secure the 1st down. They're completely avoiding me this game. At this point, I'm trying to find a way to contribute to my defense because in the passing game, we're giving up too many plays. But even though UCLA is having some success through the air, we continue to dominate here on the ground game. We're here in a very important 4th down situation. We need a big play, and of course, my defense delivers. Under a minute and a half away from being back-to-back Pac-12 champs, we step up and we make a great play here on 2nd down. But UCLA is not going away quietly. Their QB takes off for a huge play. I don't know how he slipped away from everybody on my defense right here. As much as we struggle in the passing game today, my teammate makes a great play on the ball here on 3rd down. Under 30 seconds left in this game, UCLA takes a strike to the end zone, but we refuse to allow the big play to go down. Here on 2nd and 10, we drop back everybody. This QB launches this ball towards the end zone. My teammate called game with this pick. And with that pick, we get a 4-point win at home here against UCLA. And for the 2nd year straight, we are the Pac-12 Conference champion. A very inactive game for me today. They did everything they could to avoid me. I only walk out of here with 3 tackles and 1 for loss. Somehow 99 tackles, 29 picks, 12 pick sixes is just not enough to win the Heisman as a defensive player. Today, I'm determined to show everyone in the country why I should have won that Heisman over Trey Henderson, and we opened up with a great stop on 3rd down. Now with a 10-0 lead, I wish I was the one making this tackle on Trey Henderson after he stole my Heisman. This is a very personal game for me. CJ Stroud tried to fit this ball into a tight window, but of course my guys come through and they knock it down for an incompletion. Now with a 17-0 lead here early in the 2nd quarter, CJ takes off for a huge run. We got a tackle up front. 2nd and 10 coming across the field, catching CJ Stroud in open field. I had to light him up to let him know I'm not playing no games today. 3rd and 6, and these 2 receivers run the weirdest route combinations I've ever seen, but I come down and I get a great tackle. Just under 5 minutes left here in the 1st half, still up 17-0. Noah Sewell comes down. He makes a great play here on 3rd down. 1st and 10, I show extreme patience baiting up this route. The receiver ran back towards the ball, but if he didn't, this was easily a pick 6. And here on 2nd and 1, this receiver runs an amazing route. He completely lost me on this play, and CJ Stroud put this on the money. After giving up a big play, I need to make an even bigger one. I come down, I get a huge hit for a TFL on Stroud. My teammates know this is an extremely personal game for me. 3rd and 15, the Heisman Trophy winner Trey Henderson takes off for a great play, but he does not secure the 1st down. 1st and 10, I show extreme patience baiting up this route, and I do a great job at it, but I don't jump the ball, and this receiver makes a big play. With just over 9.5 minutes left in this 3rd quarter, Stroud takes off again, and I deliver another CTE caliber hit. So far in this game, I've missed out on a few interception opportunities, but my boy 11 came down and he didn't miss out on his. Just under 5 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter, Stroud delivers this ball into a very tight window for the 1st down. And on the very next play, he delivers a beautiful ball to the sideline. This receiver made a crazy toe tapping catch. But I told him, anything you can do, I can do better. I bait up this route towards the sideline and I get my first pick of the game, and of course it's a toe tapper. Coming off the field, coach tells me he know I should have won that Heisman. After he told me that fueled me up to make another big play. I bait up this route here on 1st and 10, get back, and I get pick number 2 of the day. And who better to celebrate a big play with than my brother Noah? And of course, after I make a string of big plays, my teammates get in on the action and he gets a great pick. And the guy who won the Heisman Trophy over me gets tackled for a safety. This is a complete blowout. We came in here to do one thing, and that was dominate. And our coach gets to hold up that trophy for the 2nd year in a row. We are back-to-back champions. And here in my final collegiate game, I walk out of here with a very light 6 tackles, 1 for loss, and 2 picks. That's the end of the road, man. It was a crazy ride, but I'm extremely grateful for my entire experience here at Oregon. I finished my senior season with 108 total tackles. That's insane. And I'm pretty sure with this interception record I set this year, there will never be a player to ever break this record with 31 picks in a single season. My name is KJ Franks, and I will forever be known as the greatest defensive player in college football history.